Welcome back! Welcome back!
Season 2, motherfucker!
Season 2! Of Tetris Talks.
Yeah.
Hell
Right?
yeah.
Whoever...
Yeah, that's
Oh, is it me?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Well, it's either.
So we're
it's
gonna
either
have
of us.
Zach on the left, Ryan in the middle, and me on the right, because that's how
Hey.
we're sitting today.
Yeah.
Yo, we're...
Welcome to the episode.
Oh, God,
first
I've ruined
you
it.
did you
I
play, you
did it.
fucker!
No!
Yeah, let's go. You play.
No.
No, baby, you play that Tetris.
You! We gotta join Ryan.
Join Ryan.
How to...
Press button. There you go.
Okay.
Press.
I'm playing as Hunter.
Don't do that. Turn off the bot.
Holy PP420.
Go up to the bot, click on the bot, take it off. Go to battle. There you go.
Is Zach in?
Ha.
Alright.
Oh, I thought I was in the middle.
I'm in the middle. Oh, you are in the middle.
Oh, Lee, you ruined everything.
Fuck.
Yes,
Okay.
Ryan's in the middle.
Ryan.
Well,
Lee's in the middle.
No,
Lee's in the middle.
for the first round.
Lee's the one that says Lee PPs. No, figure out.
How do I rotate?
Press a button.
You stop being a fucking virgin.
Just
Ryan.
figure it
That's
out.
how you
Ryan.
do it.
You'll
Oh,
do it.
yeah.
Jesus Christ, Zach. Anyway, yeah, welcome to Season 2 of Tetris Talks. We just got through Season 1, and I know it's been a while since we've released an episode, and that's because you have to wait, bitch.
Yep, sorry.
Yeah, I'm not.
So, anyway, we got Season 2. Got my favorite boys here. We got the whole, well, not the whole Dorks crew, but we got the majority of the Dorks crew.
We tried with Gabe.
We
Yeah,
tried.
we tried.
And no offense to Gabe. Gabe, I love you if you're editing this or if you're looking at this.
But holy shit, Gabe.
Let me tell you, you're just a bad conversationalist. That's basically all it is.
Them's
Sorry,
the
dude.
facts.
Yep. Hate to say it.
We
You're
love
cool,
you.
You're a cool guy, but you're bad at talking.
Yeah.
But anyway, hope you like this episode. So, we've got topics for
Hell yeah.
Season 2.
Whoa, we're going up in the world.
Yeah, we are. So, first topic.
Yep.
What is something that makes you happy when you're sad? Now, here's an example for me in my life. So when I'm sad, sometimes I'll do something. You guys might know if you've ever listened to the Sleepy Cabin podcast. They do this thing where they talk about getting the monkey out of the village.
What?
So
I
what
know
you do-
exactly
what
what
you
we're
do-
going for.
What
Get
you
the
do-
monkey out of the village.
So what happens is you have to talk like an African man. So you have to talk with this accent.
Okay.
And then you tell about how the monkey leave the village. So
Oh, wait!
to the village. There's a monkey in the village. The monkey, he come out the tree. He scream. You throw the spear. It go through the monkey's brain. The
never
monkey
come back to
died.
the
He
village.
never come back.
I fucking love that shit.
Every single time you do it, the monkey has to never come back to the village. And that's what I do when I'm sad. Boys, what do you do when you're
Yo,
sad?
Lee, I need you to do that when
wow.
I'm sad.
I will.
Like, for real.
Something that I have Ryan do is I have him do the no thing.
Yeah, right.
That always makes me smile.
No!
Yeah, I fucking
would-
love it.
That's a great thing now.
It's just a good sound, you know?
Wow,
Do you have a thing that's like a really good sound that you like?
I mean, yeah. There's a couple sounds I like.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are they?
I like the sound of rain.
Yeah?
Like, that's cliche
Oh,
and all
I
that.
fucking love the sound of rain.
But, yeah, I love the sound of rain. It sounds beautiful.
Yeah, I do too, I'd have to say.
Yeah.
Like,
everyone says that, but that's, honestly, that's...
it's really good. That's why everybody
Yeah.
says it.
yeah. There's a reason. I'm trying to think. So, when I'm sad, what I do... I usually actually... Listening to sad music and singing actually cheers me up a lot.
gay.
Yeah, I
Singing
do the
along
same,
to
actually.
sad or slow music.
Oh, that's fucking gay.
I'm a music major.
Right.
What do you expect?
I'm fucking with you.
I
Calm
know.
down. I'm fucking with you, baby. Calm down.
Oh, baby,
Actually,
alright.
I have like a whole playlist of like sad music to make me feel better.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
I agree.
You ready to watch Ryan lose Tetris?
I mean, I already expected it.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave it to the professionals, Ryan.
Come on, Ryan. What do you do?
You dank ass bitch.
This is not going well.
Whoa.
This is making me feel yucky.
So, Zach, okay, so, like, we got some things that make us happy.
It
What
is.
are some other things that make you guys happy, boys?
When we're sad?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, when you're happy, dumbass.
things that make me happy when I'm happy, being happy.
Smiling, actually, I have to say.
Sometimes.
No, for real, like, when I smile, I actually, like, get happier.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. If
don't.
I force myself to smile, I actually feel happier.
I actually feel worse.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel too fake when doing so.
No, not a fake smile. I mean, like, I genuinely make myself do a real smile, and I feel good.
Well, yeah, but I don't know.
But that's fucking gay, Lee.
That
Oh, shit.
real...
Oh, shit. 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 Oh, here we go,
He's still
motherfucker. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
first round of the second season. Zach's the winner.
Yep.
Zach won. Nice.
Making a comeback.
There it is.
Season 2 is the season of Zach, motherfucker.
Press square, dude.
I did. Okay. No,
All
that's
right.
the wrong. I
Let's keep
pressed
going.
circle.
Oh.
Well, now we can fix our spots.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm on the right now.
All of my things that make me happy, the more I think about it, I guess are kind of music related.
That's fair.
I don't know. I end up enjoying most things when there's music.
Well, Zach. Okay, so I've talked about what makes me happy. Like Ryan has too. About like what makes me happy when I'm by myself. Zach, what's something that makes you happy when you're by yourself? Because you said that Ryan makes you happy when he does that thing, but if Ryan's not around, what do you do?
The problem is most of the things that make me happy, because I'm such a huge fucking extrovert, is that like people make me happy.
That's fair.
When I'm around people, it makes me happy. If I'm alone, I have to tell my girlfriend this because like she's a bit of an introvert.
I'm also an introvert. Can relate.
I was trying to understand introversion because like I don't quite get it, and I was like, is it kind of like if I'm alone in a room for a long period of time, I go fucking nuts? She's like, yeah, kind of, except when like I'm with people. And I was like, okay.
No, that's. I mean, no. Basically, okay. So you know how when you're by yourself, you feel drained.
Yes.
That's how I feel around other people.
Yeah, that's what
I don't
meant.
go nuts
like,
though.
Well, like that's what I meant by go
I
nuts.
just get exhausted.
Like I'm just like ugh.
I am like most people where you kind of switch back and forth between introverted and extroverted.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm
I'm a pretty big introvert, so I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, no, it's actually relatively common. Most people are neither completely introvert or completely extroverted.
Huh.
I even find myself on occasion like wanting to be alone, like rarely, but it happens.
It happens to me a decent bit.
I mean, I like being around people, but I love being by myself. If I could be by myself for the rest of my life, I would be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I love being alone.
Yeah, again, I feel the same way about like just being around people.
Yeah, no, I don't like being around people very much.
You chose the wrong thing to do with your life. Doing a YouTube channel, you're
I'm
surrounded by people.
I'm just with my two friends playing a video game.
I don't know.
That's true.
And like, you guys don't exhaust me that much. It's usually when I'm around like strangers or when I'm in public or something.
Yeah, it's
if I'm with like good friends, I don't mind so much. Like I still have to like be by I was by myself all afternoon today and I loved it. And not to say that you guys ruined my day by coming home or anything, but like.
But you ruined my day by coming
No,
home.
I had my like 4 or 5 hours that I needed by myself to just recharge.
Oh, I would have gone nuts after a bit.
Nah, I love being by
Oh,
myself.
fuck. I finally got the piece I needed and I fucked up.
Ha, bitch.
That's what you get, motherfucker. That's what you get for fucking my wife!
Whoa.
Ryan, you fucked his wife?
Yeah, we weren't supposed to talk
Ryan!
about that on the channel.
Listen!
Hey!
I'm gonna address this!
She came on to me.
You can't just
Like
fuck
he
my wife!
undressed her? Hey.
Hey!
Hey!
Whoa! Also, Lee was never married and I never fucked his wife.
You
Just
think
so
I've never
y'all
been
know.
married, motherfucker?
Yes.
That's so rude.
Sometimes.
Is it not true?
I have been married 3 times.
You're lying.
I knew it.
Yes! Oh, the joke, you idiot!
Hey, you're lying.
Ryan was just kind of like,
I was like, what?
taken
No!
aback by that. He was like, oh,
I was like, you bitch.
he's lying to me.
You bitch.
Oh my god.
So, boys, I might have fucked up again.
Yeah? No, don't worry, I already did. Zach is just too good at Tetris.
Yeah,
I mean,
fuck you.
I'm usually the one who's good at Tetris, but damn.
Yeah, get ruined.
I am not doing super bueno at it.
Super bueno.
I'm not doing super bueno, it's true.
People have been talking about the patriarchy. Well, it's here.
Whoa, how did you just switch
me.
pieces like that? What?
Oh, you didn't know you could switch pieces?
No?
I might have forgotten
Strats,
to tell you
Ryan.
that. You press the triggers.
Well, you
Sorry.
told me just to figure it out.
Yeah,
so-
I kind of forgot that that's not a normal move.
No, I didn't think it was.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Next time you'll do better, I guess.
Is that just something you can do every once in a while? Or can
No,
you, just...
you do it. You can do it every time.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Ryan. I totally spaced
Yeah,
it.
sorry.
I can
Nat.
just-
Like I'm honest. I know I sound fake as fuck right now, but like I honestly just fucking forgot.
Yeah,
I mean,
Ryan.
it's okay.
Sorry, not sorry.
I mean, I am actually sorry though.
Because that would have
The difference
benefited
between
me
me and Zach.
greatly.
Zach's actually not sorry. I'm actually sorry.
The difference between you two.
Zach's actually a fucking.
That's the dorks difference.
The dorks. That's what makes the dorks
dorks
difference.
That's what makes the dorks difference. Lee, you're about to die.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Lee, when you die, I hope they remember you.
Damn. Damn.
I hope they remember you.
All right, let's do this.
You know what's funny is everyone who didn't see Tony Stark go to space automatically thinks he disappeared in the snap.
Also, by the way, not to date this episode, but did you guys see the fucking Spider-Man Far From Home trailer today?
No, I didn't.
Ooh!
I did not do that.
Ooh!
Is it good?
Yeah, it looks good.
I don't keep up on that stuff as much.
Yo, do you want to know who...
I'm not interested in trailers. Like, like Ryan doesn't keep up on it, but like I don't watch trailers.
No, but you want to know what Spider-Man bad guy's in it?
Who?
Fucking Mysterio.
Oh yeah, I already
Really?
knew that.
He's being played by Jake Gyllenhaal.
Really?
Oh. That's either going to be good or bad.
That's an interesting
And
choice.
he looks like he's playing a good guy.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Mysterio's not a
like
good
Mysterio
guy.
comes in and like saves the day.
No.
That's
I think
not
that's a
happening.
trick, because Mysterio's whole thing is that he tricks everybody.
Yeah, I know. People will be like, oh, it's probably him like tricking people.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Doesn't sound like a thing.
Sounds fake as hell.
Pretty cool. But like, yeah. Also, they showed Hydra Man and Molten Man and possibly Sandman.
Oh. Like, okay. I have to say,
Which Sandman?
I'm gonna sound really, really, really gay right now. I actually liked Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, I did.
Well, let me rephrase that. I actually liked Spider-Man 3's villains.
Yeah.
I liked Sandman and I liked Venom. I didn't like Hobgoblin so much, but I think that,
Is that who you're supposed to be?
Hobgoblin. I know it's 3 stories happening at once, and that's everyone's complaint about it. But I actually kind of like the villains because
It wasn't done that badly.
it's just the superhero movies only ever have one villain, and I kind of like that they put more than one in.
Yeah.
It made it more interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't hate Spider-Man 3. Like, it wasn't as bad as everybody makes it out to be.
Yeah.
Like, it's still not a great movie, but it's not a horrible movie.
I mean, for sure, for a Spider-Man movie, it's not great.
Yeah, it's bad compared to the other ones.
It's bad compared to Spider-Man 2, which is the best movie
Yeah.
of all time.
That is a true movie.
I've been playing the game, too, for PlayStation.
Oh, the bad one?
How
the
is that?
The PlayStation 2. Oh, I'm reliving my childhood.
Oh,
It's
you mean
amazing.
the bad game?
No, it's an amazing game. No, the first game's the bad one. That's the one you're thinking
Oh,
of.
no, all of them.
No. Spider-Man 2 is the best Spider-Man game we've ever gotten. And that's a fact. Besides the new Spider-Man, I have to revise that.
I was about to say, like...
No, hold on,
those who were
sorry.
like,
But the
"Oh,
new
you're
Spider-Man,
sick
guess what it's based on, motherfucker? The Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 2 version.
for it." Yeah, they took a bad game and made it actually good.
No, they took the game that everyone loved and made it a modern time title.
Yeah, a bad game to a good game, I know.
Excuse me. Zach,
Your
no,
excuse.
you can't just badmouth Spider-Man 2 like that.
Yes, I can.
No, me and the internet agree, and
Fuck
you
the internet.
and no one else agrees.
I'm curious. Internet, do you agree? Put it in the comments.
You know what, Zach? We're gonna play Spider-Man 2 on the channel, and I'm gonna show you that you're
How? A
wrong.
bunch of bad games?
No, it's by today's standards. Yes, you're correct. It's a bad game.
Yeah.
By the standards of 2002, when
there
it
goes.
came out, it's an amazing game.
Yeah, we're not in 2002, motherfucker.
I'm not talking about being in 2002. I'm talking about for the time it was made, it was awesome. By today's standards, you're correct. Banjo-Kazooie is a bad game by today's standards.
No, it's not. Banjo
Yes, it
Kazooie's
is.
a good game.
No, it
it's
is.
not.
Play the game again. It's unplayable.
I did. It's
great.
great.
The worst game in existence. No, you played the Bad Fur Day game.
Yeah, that game's bad. But
Yeah.
no, Banjo-Kazooie is fucking tight,
No,
bro.
it's still bad today. By today's standards, Banjo-Kazooie sucks. If Banjo-Kazooie
What?
came out today, people wouldn't play it.
That's
I
not
mean,
true.
maybe with a graphics update, I think they would. If the graphics were
Okay,
updated,
then
I
with the
think they
graphics
would.
update, they play Spider-Man 2. Because that's literally the only complaint you can
the
make
mechanics
about it.
aren't tight.
The mechanics are super
fucking
tight.
loose as hell and feel shitty.
What are you
Also,
talking about?
the
You've
movie's
never
bad.
played, Zach. You can't tell me it feels
I've
shitty.
seen that shit.
You've never played it. It feels
Okay,
fine.
fair.
You've never played
but,
it, so don't say that you know that it feels bad.
I don't know. I think it's bad.
You can think that, but you don't know.
That's true. You don't know until
You haven't played. I've played, and I can tell you it's an amazing game. And people who have played the game say it's an amazing game. So if you're going to talk about how it feels, then go play the game.
I'm suspect.
Otherwise, shut your fucking mouth.
No, fuck you.
No. You're being unreasonable.
I'm not being unreasonable.
You are being unreasonable. You're talking about a game you've never played and about how it
And I-
feels.
and I
you
stated-
can't talk about a game
I
you've never played.
stated.
Hey guys,
I restated that you're
How's it
right,
going?
but I haven't played it.
you guys. Are
But I
listening
can
to
still
this
think it's
argument
bad.
right
No,
now.
I'm not.
You can okay, cool. Then I can just think things are bad
No, I'm
without ever
talking to
actually
the audience.
experiencing
Did
it.
you hear what I said? Because you didn't hear what I said. You're not listening to me, Lee.
You are, dude. You're being unreasonable.
No, I stated already. You can replay this shit, future editor. That yeah, you're right. I didn't play the game, so I take back that statement. But I still think it's a bad game.
All right, fair enough. Why do you think it's bad though? Just because it looks bad? Because
No.
Banjo-Kazooie looks bad.
Hey, you should ask a question and then wait for me to answer it. That'd be
Okay,
cool.
then why do you think it's bad?
Because I've seen so many reviews of it, and I've seen so much shit about it. Like it just doesn't look good. The missions are shitty. The graphics are shitty. But
I will
that's
admit the
understandable
missions
for
are
time.
shitty.
Like,
Outside of the actual story of the game, it's
other
actually
than,
very boring.
Other than swinging around the city, there doesn't look like there's much else to do in the game.
Oh, there's plenty to do. There's like races and stuff, and there's like photo opportunities. And side
Yeah, but I've heard like
missions.
it's all really like poorly done.
Like, listen, you can finish the game in an afternoon for sure. It's not a long-term game, by any means, and it's not really like. I'm not saying it's super polished. What I mean is, for the time that it came out, it's an amazing game. And given that video games during the time when this game came out were mostly aimed at children, it's surprisingly adult. I've been playing through it again, and there are a lot of adult references to things in the game.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man.
Right, but you have to remember Spider-Man was for kids back then. Superhero movies didn't have adult themes, and superhero games didn't have adult themes because there was no Marvel Cinematic Universe. And yet, there are a lot of adult things that happen in the game that it's just surprising for the area it came out. And, by the way, given the travesty that is Spider-Man 1, it really, really, really is an improvement on Spider-Man games. And it's the only Spider-Man game besides the new one that is even halfway tolerable. Because I don't know if you've played the other Spider-Man games, but I've played most of them, and they're all shit.
I don't know. I think without nostalgia, I don't think you'd like the game.
I think I'd still like it. I don't think I would love it as much as I do. I'll admit that an amount of my love for the game comes from nostalgia. However...
But what I'm saying is that to counter your argument earlier, I think people would love Banjo-Kazooie. I think I would love Banjo-Kazooie even if I didn't play as a kid.
I disagree. I think a lot of Banjo-Kazooie's credibility is because of nostalgia. It's because kids played it. I think a majority of why people like Banjo-Kazooie is because they're like, oh yeah, this is what I did on my Saturday afternoons when I didn't have school.
No, I love Banjo-Kazooie for a lot of the aspects it has that still hold up today.
I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about the general people.
I know, but I'm talking about me.
Right,
but you can't say
about me. You can't say that people, pluralized, wouldn't like Spider-Man for one reason, and then when I say people pluralized about Banjo-Kazooie, how do you say that you're saying a different thing? No, I said I don't think people. I said people.
Hey, well, I misheard you.
I understand you also see video games in a different light than most people do. You have to realize that. Is that the general population, I think if you're going to look at like who loves Banjo-Kazooie, you're going to find a lot of people who are just surfing on nostalgia.
I mean, that's fair.
And I'm not saying that there's no nostalgia when it comes to Spider-Man. There's 100% nostalgia.
Yeah, it kind of goes both ways, but like, I see what you're getting at.
Yeah.
I agree with you that I don't think the gaming populace these days would like it, but I know people who frequent platformers would.
See, and I think people who frequent like Spider-Man games and action games like that and superhero games would love Spider-Man 2 because prior to that, the only good superhero game we had was like Superman. And that's a really shitty.
Whoa!
That's a really shitty
Wait,
game.
you're talking about Superman 64?
No, not that one. That one's really good. But like,
whoa!
What?
What?
Wait, no, I might be thinking of a different game.
Yeah,
okay, wait. Which one's the one where you just fly around and that's it?
Superman 64.
Okay, then yeah, that one. Which one's the one where like you actually get to beat people up and like there's monsters and shit? And, like,
not that one.
Okay, because there's
not a Superman game.
There is a Superman game, or it might not be Superman. It might be.
Are you talking about Arkham?
No.
The Batman
no. I'm talking about like, I think it's Iron Man actually, because there's an Iron Man video game that's really fun.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, man.
It came out about the same time as the movie. It was not very popular, surprisingly.
That's kind of obvious. I've never even heard of it.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I played it a bunch when I was a kid.
I mean, I've never been big into Marvels, really.
It's not even just Marvel.
Yeah, Ryan's a DC guy.
Well, it's not even just Marvel that I liked.
Both.
I just liked superheroes when I was a kid. So
I
like
like them
superhero
both.
video games were the shit. And like the only good superhero video games was I think the Iron Man game and Spider-Man 2 specifically, because all the other Spider-Man games, Spider-Man, Friend or Foe, Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 3. Oh my God, Spider-Man 3 is. If you think the movie's bad, holy shit.
The game?
The game's.
Oh, I've seen shit. So
Spider-Man 2, everyone liked Spider-Man 2, and so they saw that Spider-Man 3 was coming out with the game. They're like, oh, it's going to be Spider-Man 2, but better because updated graphics and more story. Nope. Didn't happen. They made the game worse. They took away the web mechanic, which is what everyone liked, and then they decided, oh, hey, you know that combat mechanic? Yeah, we're going to make that harder. Even though Spider-Man 2's combat mechanic is already pretty difficult.
Wait, like, what's difficult about its combat?
So, if you want to be a button masher, I mean, you can get through Spider-Man 2 just button mashing if you want to, but if you actually want to, like, beat the game coherently, you do have to learn some combos. Okay. There are some combos that are really, really helpful and actually help you if you know how to use them.
So, like, normal beat-em-ups.
Pretty much. Like, you can beat them up with just pressing the 0 button or the X button or whatever, and you'll get through the game, and you might even beat it. But if you don't learn your combos in Spider-Man 2, you're going to have a hard time, and you're probably going to throw the controller a couple times. So in Spider-Man 3, though, they were like, oh, hey, you know that combo system that was kind of difficult? Yeah, we made it impossible now. So unless you're button mashing really, really hard, you're not going to be able to pass most of the bosses and most of the other encounters in the game.
Huh.
Oh, and also,
That's
you know that
terrible.
whole web slinging thing, the whole swinging around the city, that was really fun and everybody loved? Yeah, no, fuck that. We took
Fuck
that
it.
out. Now you have to swing a designated path, and you don't even get to press buttons for it. You just automatically swing.
Oh, just because it was hard to program or something.
No, they already had it programmed from the previous game. They literally just had to translate it
Oh, I
over.
fucked myself.
That's weird that they would take that out.
Yeah, it's a really shitty... And like, I haven't played it in a while, so my reviews may be a little outdated, but it's just a really, really shitty thing that they did.
That is really shitty.
And plus it comes from Sony, which, like, come on. You guys have been making video games long enough to know better. Even by then, they'd been making them long enough to know better.
Yeah, that's true, but everybody has their flops. I mean, look at Bethesda. They are literally nothing but
There,
flops.
yeah, I was gonna say they're just
I mean, to
a
be
flop.
fair, Spider-Man 2 and the new Spider-Man, which was made in 2018, 16 years after the last Spider-Man
Oh,
game.
yeah. That's a little too long.
That's too many bad flops. Like, Sony, get your fucking shit together. People love Spider-Man, and all you gotta do is just give them what they want.
And they did. You can't give them shit for it anymore.
No, not anymore.
Have any of us even played the new Spider-Man that was?
I have, actually.
I haven't.
It is
I haven't.
very fun.
Is it good?
It is very much like Spider-Man 2. Like, I gotta say, they literally just took Spider-Man 2 and they're like, give it new graphics and make the missions better and make the world more expansive.
Rad.
And it's a game that everyone wants. That's fun. It's dynamic. The only bad thing I have to say about it is I don't like the story very much, and the story sometimes takes a while to get through, but given how quick Spider-Man 2 was, I can't complain.
Yelly.
Yeah.
That was quite some juggling.
Listen, I'm pretty good at juggling.
Sorry. What the fuck just happened?
Anybody watching, watch my stream, because you just saw the fucking motherfucker of comebacks.
I don't know. I'm watching Lee just, like, rotate shit that shouldn't be rotated, like, 30 times.
I've been doing the same thing.
Jesus Christ. So
Go,
speaking of
boys.
things that make you happy, let's talk about the back Spider-Man games.
Yeah, we got really heated with
Yeah,
that.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
You just can't. Don't insult something if you don't play it. Is my basic.
I'm sorry for like raising my voice at you.
Oh, it's okay. I raised my voice at you. I totally get it. Oh, yeah, boy!
Oh shit!
Well, he.
Oh, yeah! Woo!
Do you literally just, like, mash the button until you can slide it over? Is
I
that-
mean, kind
Sometime.
of.
is that what you guys
It
do?
actually works pretty
This
good.
is so fucking fast. I don't.
Oh! No, fuck me! God damn it! Oh, shit! Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yep,
Okay.
Yep, that's
Yeah!
Let's see
God
that.
damn.
That's the thing when I wasn't looking.
I wasn't.
Jesus Christ.
This is the season, man.
Let's keep going. Let's
My
keep going.
season!
Let's
Yeah.
keep going. How
We
much
got
time?
more time
We got
to
more
go
time. Let's
through.
go. All right. So anyway, Zach, did you actually like say something? Because I can't remember if you said anything or not
Oh what?
about or yeah. What do you do when you're by yourself when you need to be happy?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Not play
Brian, go back.
Spider-Man 2, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I'll play Spider-Man too. I don't know, man. I don't have any things. I just kind of like, I'm like, hey, stop being sad, and I stop.
Wow.
Okay. Cool. I guess.
I wish I could do that. I'm gonna be
I
honest.
thought you were gonna say you draw because you draw.
I mean,
a
I
lot.
do draw, and drawing does make me happy, but I wouldn't do it if I was sad. Because I've tried drawing when I was sad, and I draw really bad art when I'm sad.
Oh really?
Yeah, I actually get worse at my drawing.
Oh, I do better when I'm sad.
I don't. I do so bad when I draw
That's
sad.
interesting. That's really interesting, actually. The way that your emotion plays into it.
Yeah, I can show you some drawings I did when I was sad, and they're some of the worst shit I've done.
Huh.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really interesting to me, actually.
Of course,
Yeah,
that's,
I
that's
don't-
in my
I-
opinion, but like...
My drawings get better when I'm in a bad emotional. Well, not a bad emotional state. But when I'm in an intense emotional state, my drawings are amplified. I think.
when I'm angry, my drawings get pretty good.
Yeah, when I'm angry, I draw really nice.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Is that a thing?
it is
Yeah.
for me. I don't know if it's a thing for everybody, but
Though, stereotypically, of course, I've noticed that I do draw better, like the best when I'm like, just really fucking happy and elated.
oh, I draw the worst when I'm happy. I get lazy.
No, I have to be like really happy. Like real happy.
Yeah, I'm lazy when I get happy.
Really?
Yeah, my drawing sucks when I'm happy.
Ryan fucked up.
Ryan, you think you fucked up?
Yes, I do. In fact.
Homeboy, I've fucked up.
Oh,
We're just getting shitty pieces, honestly.
I accidentally teleported
Yeah.
a piece, and I don't know how to teleport pieces.
Press up.
That's what I did wrong. That's where I went wrong. Oh god. Hey, I cleared a line.
Right, I'm so proud of you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, clear the lanes.
Boy.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't have any things to do when I'm alone and unhappy. I just am alone and unhappy, and I'm like, hey, stop being that. You were that for too many years of your life. Stop it. And I'm like, okay.
I wish I could just force myself out of sheer will to not be upset.
Dude, I do a lot of things. That
Like I
well.
also feel the whole like,
Fuck.
oh, you've been unhappy most of your life. Stop doing it. But also, I'm like, I can't stop.
Yeah. No, I'm the same way.
Like I
can't
did that
just
today, actually.
Really?
Yeah. No. So I was going through.
Oh, he said no. Never mind.
But I was going through fucking because Lee got me into a band called Nathaniel Ratliff and the Night Sweats.
Oh, yeah, I love
fucking
it.
amazing.
Oh yeah, Ryan got me into that.
Yeah, I'm really
they're
loving it.
awesome.
But I got to a song. I'm not gonna name the song because it would give away something personal to me. But like, there was a song that played that I hadn't
Oh
heard
come on,
before.
just say the song. What the fuck? People can go look up the song.
Yeah, no.
Why wouldn't you reveal? Like it's a song you like. It
Okay,
doesn't
it's
matter.
the song "Hey Mama,"
Yeah,
Okay.
and that song like almost made me cry on the bus to work today.
that's awesome.
Okay. Yeah. That doesn't
Yeah.
reveal anything about you. That's a good song.
Okay, but yeah, no.
Because I
it
like
was-
that song, and I gotta tell you, it does not relate to what you're talking about.
What?
But
What do you mean?
like, any song that invokes emotion like that is doing what it's supposed to. So that's why I'm always okay with sharing a song, especially if it gives away some sort of vulnerability.
By the way, everyone, go check out Nathaniel Ratliff and the Night Sweats.
Oh,
We're not
that's-
sponsored by them, but they're really cool.
They're
I don't know.
phenomenal.
I just
I
didn't
love
want to
them.
allude to the fact that I have like issues with my mom.
I mean,
So,
you
yeah.
just said it out
Yeah,
loud
you just
now.
now referenced it, you dumbass.
Well, I mean, I don't care anymore.
Because I don't have issues with my mom, and I love that song.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Everybody's got some sort of issue.
I mean, I don't
Doesn't
care
matter.
anymore because I've said it already. So I don't
Yeah.
give a shit.
That's fair.
Okay.
I stopped giving a shit mid-conversation.
But yeah, no, any song that invokes some sort of emotion and speaks to you on some sort of level
I
like
wasn't
that
saying
is
it was
doing what it's
bad.
supposed to.
No, I was using it as an example for like how like I just kind of stopped myself being sad. Like I was
So
Yeah,
music will help you
absolutely.
get not sad.
well, no, that's not what I meant, Lee.
It's
okay.
just every once in a while something just hits just right. is
Something
kinda
hits
what
just
you're
right, and like I just have to be like, hey, stop being sad, and I will.
I got you. Okay.
saying. Yeah.
I was just
Cool,
being
man.
like, hey, that happened to me today because I was like on the bus.
That's
I was like,
fucking
oh, I'm sad now, and then I was like, stop being sad, and I was like, all right, and I did.
No, dude, that's a good example.
That's really nice.
And
That is
but
really nice.
God, man, that song fucking hit me out of nowhere like a truck.
Yeah.
Ha!
Damn it!
I've reclaimed my title!
I have
being
songs-
vulnerable.
I have songs that do that to me.
All I gotta do is make Zach talk about what makes him sad, and I'm
I have songs that do that to me sometimes too, though.
Yeah?
Like for sure.
Yeah.
I have
Okay.
trouble not crying when listening to the song "Lullaby" by Billy Joel.
I've never heard of it.
You've never heard "Lullaby" by Billy Joel? I strongly encourage you
Oh,
to
that's
check
a
that.
great song.
That one and So It Goes by Billy Joel. Billy
Is it-
Joel is just an artist who like every single song he has speaks to me in some way, shape, or
Isn't
form.
he the guy who has the Captain Jack song?
Yeah, oh, Captain
Yeah,
Jack
yeah.
will get you by tonight.
Yeah, we'll get you high tonight. Take you to his lonely island. I love that song.
Yeah,
That song, Jesus Christ. I remember listening to that song in high school and crying like a little bitch.
yeah. Oh, Captain Jack will get you by tonight.
High tonight.
Yeah, well,
there's
there's different verses.
Oh, really? Well, the first one's high. I know that.
there's a song like that that I've been
Take you
listening to
to
recently.
his lonely island. What's that?
There's a song that I've been listening to about that recently. It's by my favorite band in all time, A Day to Remember. It's called.
My
This
least
is-
favorite band of all time.
Do you not like them?
No.
Really?
I'm
Why?
not a fan
I've
either.
never
actually.
been a fan of them.
What the fuck?
I just don't like their way they like. I don't hate them, but I'm not gonna listen.
You just
to
said
them.
they're the worst band ever.
I said they're my
No,
least favorite.
they're
band,
his least favorite.
which
is
means
all
I don't
he
like
said.
them. I have a lot of least favorite bands.
Well, when you say least, that implies that it's the bottom of the rung.
Okay, you're right. You're fair. That's
Like,
you got a point.
I mean, yeah, but he said it's his least favorite.
I mostly just
I mean,
meant
it's allowed
that,
to be,
like,
I was
mostly just meant that like I don't listen to their music and I think they're bad, but
like
you like them and that's cool.
I shouldn't say I think they're bad. They have talent, but I am not a fan.
I think
of
they're like
them.
Nickelback. Like they might have talent, but I don't care. I don't want to give them credit.
That was the best Nickelback analogy I've
it
ever.
was! Holy shit! But no, a song I've been listening to them lately is called "This Is the House That Doubt Was Built," and I really like that song. It gives me emotions.
Huh?
Hey,
Not
speaking
not
of,
emotion, not the emotions that fucking Hey Mama gave me today, but like still.
hey, speaking of like songs
Fuck! I fucked up.
and stuff like that, what is something that you're nostalgic for that other people aren't? Like sound, like songs, but like sounds or smells or like other people can't be nostalgic for it because it has to do with your life alone. You know?
Oh God, I don't think there's anything.
Yeah, you put me on the spot here, man.
Nothing?
Yeah.
You don't have any smells that you like?
There is something.
Nothing that reminds me of anything. Oh, actually, yeah, the smell of gunpowder.
Back in Nam.
Well, Ryan's going to tell us about his war stories.
Here we go.
No, it reminds me of when I was younger and I used to go hunting with my dad.
Oh, that's sweet.
Used to go shooting because he's the one who taught me to hunt and to shoot, and it's always been a big, I guess you could say, spiritual part of my life. I'm not a super spiritual person, but if I had anything close to being spiritual, it'd be when I'm out like hunting.
No, that makes sense. It's a very spiritual experience.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
I'm not a religious person. I'm not.
I'm an intensely religious person, and I know what you mean.
I'm in the middle.
I'm kind of with Zach here. I'm in the middle. But no matter like the size or what animal it is, after I shoot an animal, I always say a prayer.
Oh,
That's nice.
Just because, you know what?
It's like the Native Americans used to.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I do it out of respect for the animal.
Yeah, that's why they
Completely,
used to do it.
yeah.
Yeah, I used to know. My mom's Cherokee, and I'm also Cherokee. Well, I'm less, but because my dad's white. But my mom's Cherokee, and I at one point I got really into like Cherokee myth and Cherokee language and stuff. And I used to know,
it's so interesting.
Yeah, I used to know an old Cherokee prayer
Really?
for like how to bless an animal's sacrifice.
Do you remember
hold
it?
on.
Oh fuck, I can't remember it at all.
Can you-
I used to know Cherokee pretty well.
Can you call it a Cherokee prayer key?
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that.
Sorry, I had to.
That's
Anyway,
fucking
Why are you
great.
sorry? That's funny.
Continue your meaningful story. I'll be over here.
I'll be over here being funny.
Making jokes about your heritage, you know.
I don't care. It's not a bad joke.
No, it's not. No,
You know, I've never actually
If
been
anyone gets
hunting.
offended by that, go fuck yourself. That was funny.
for real. I am tired of people getting offended.
Dude,
over
you and everyone
humor.
else. Holy shit.
Yeah,
my God.
it's boring.
I'm tired of talking about how I'm tired of people getting offended over shit, man.
For fucking real! Thank you!
I'm just done. I'm done apologizing and I'm done saying like I'm tired of this. I'm just gonna ignore it, honestly.
Yeah,
That's a good attitude to have
what I've
about
been
it. That's what I should do, but
fucking
man,
Ah!
I can't help saying, God, I fucking hate this because I despise it.
Yeah, I know what you mean, man.
Yeah, I was talking to Carmen the other day about like
Carmen
how,
is Zach's girlfriend, by the way, everybody.
yeah, how it's fucking retarded, like the shit that people do and like how everybody's getting offended. And I was like, man, why am I even fucking talking about it?
Everyone knows. Like, there's literally no one on the planet that isn't annoyed by it, except for the people who do it.
Yep.
Everybody, like, and by the way,
And
the
it sucks
people,
that those people
the
are
people
such a
who
large
do
group,
it,
too.
no, they're such a small group. That's the
Are
sad
they?
part. No, the
Yeah.
reality is they're actually the minority.
They just get the most attention.
Yeah, they're the vocal minority, so that everyone just goes, ugh, fine, shut them up. I don't want to deal with it anymore.
If I was black, I would be a vocal minority.
Whoa.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't really know what you mean by that.
Because
But
Also,
I
if you're-
sing, Lee.
also,
I'm a
if you're-
music
oh,
major.
a vocal minority. Oh, okay. Now I get the joke.
Also, if you're offended by any of the shit we're talking about, leave the fucking channel.
Yeah, we don't want you.
Like, stop.
Sorry, we only want the strong.
Yeah, only the strong will
Only
make
the
it through our
strong.
gauntlet.
Yeah, we're like the Spartans of YouTube.
Oh, no, we aren't. Come on. Zach, that's giving us way too much credit.
No, it's true.
No, it's not.
There's not many people here, but man, we don't want the weak pussies.
Yeah, you come here and we kick you out into the woods and we're like, yeah, here's some offensive humor. Deal
And if
with
your
it.
baby looks deformed, then we'll totally throw it away.
I don't
Yeah.
mean to offend you guys, but I know
That
way
has nothing to
more-
do with the channel, we
Way
just will.
more. I know way more offensive people on
we
YouTube
also
than you
double
guys.
the waste.
Oh
treatment
yeah, well there's
facility.
more offensive for sure. I'm not
Double
just
as a
talking.
waste treatment facility.
for babies specifically.
I can agree to that. No, I can attest to that.
That's such a fucking good line. That's such a good line. I love that. It's really funny. Say more of that.
Jesus Christ.
Some more of that shit.
Just keep going.
Pour it in my coffee.
I was gonna say, when it comes back to nostalgia, I guess since I'm tired of talking about these assholes, my thing is whenever I smell, it doesn't exist here in Alaska, but whenever I smell sand or like the desert, it reminds me of my grandfather because he lived in Colorado. It's like when I smell like that kind of arid deserty smell. Zach, you probably don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
You've never left Alaska.
I've never left Alaska.
Yeah.
And I definitely don't know.
See, I've never left Alaska.
Why,
I've
you
never
don't know what I'm
hunted.
talking about either?
What the fuck?
I'm from Fairbanks.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you haven't left Alaska. Or you have, but...
I've left Alaska, but, like, the rest of my family's in Michigan, really.
Yeah. Well, there's this smell, and people from there will know what I'm talking about. There's this
Yes.
smell that, like, the arid desert... It's not even just a full desert like Arizona. It's just in, like, Colorado and Wyoming. Since I grew up there, like, every time I catch a whiff of that from something... I get a little choked up.
Is it a little mineral-y?
No, it's like, when a room is really hot and dry,
Yeah.
but like the inside. When your car gets really, really, really hot in the summer, it's
Does it
kind of
just
like that.
smell hot?
Yeah, it smells hot, but there's also like
I know that
there's
smell.
a dirtiness to it too. It smells kind of like soil.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking
It
about.
kind of smells. Yeah, it's kind of like the inside of your car. If your car has
So
like
it is
dried,
kinda mineral.
it's like dried mud. That's
So-
the smell.
Yeah, so it is kind of mineral-y.
Kinda, but a little different.
Yeah.
Like whenever, like if you go into your car and there's dried mud on the floor and it's hot, that's what it smells like.
Okay.
That's a good smell.
I love that smell, and it always makes me a little choked up, just because I remember like, playing around with my grandfather and running when I was a kid and like hanging out with my brothers and sisters.
Then he lost his legs and couldn't run anymore.
Yep. Then I'm a paraplegic now.
Yep.
What do you mean now? You always have been, Lee.
Yeah.
You
Well,
always
except for
crutch
when he
into
was
the-
running and playing with his grandfather.
Lee, you always crutch into the fucking recording room, don't you know?
Yeah.
Crutch.
That's how he got the
That's a
nickname
verb.
Crab Lord.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah. I'm actually paraplegic. That's why no one should get offended because I'm actually disabled, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
That makes
we
it
play the
okay.
games.
I don't have privilege. It doesn't exist. White privilege doesn't exist if you don't have legs. So
It's true. No, it's true.
no, it is true.
privilege doesn't
White,
exist if you don't have
white privilege
legs.
isn't real. You want to know what the privilege is? It's rich privilege. That's the problem. Like
Yeah.
privilege is a thing, but not just because of the color of your skin.
Yeah.
If you believe that, you're fucking
Dumb.
stupid.
Yeah.
Because the majority of poor people in this country just happen to be white, and that's probably because they're the majority of people in the country.
Wait, happen to be white?
Yes. Nearly.
Oh, that's right.
Nearly
Yeah, you're right.
70% of all the poor people in the country are white,
No,
and
you're
everyone's going to ignore that statistic and go, "Oh, well, that means that 30% of the country isn't white and they're poor." And it's like, yeah, you're right.
That's
But you know what that means? There's
Negative.
still more poor white people.
Yeah.
absolutely.
And not to say that, like, oh, feel bad for whitey. It's just
Stop.
Feel bad
stop,
for poorie.
stop saying, yeah, just feel bad for poor people. They are the ones who have all the problems.
You see, I don't get the whole, like, it's not about making the rich less rich, it's about making the poor less poor.
Yeah, bring up the poor.
Yeah, don't bring
Stop
down the
bringing
rich.
down everybody else. Yeah.
Yeah.
The people who
Well,
are
because
rich.
when you bring down the rich, people don't understand this because they don't understand economics. When you bring down the rich, you bring down the value of the dollar and you bring down the value of the economy,
Yeah,
which
absolutely.
brings down everyone else.
Because they're the biggest factor investing
Well, yeah,
in
they
the
also
local
pay the
economy.
most in taxes, and they're the
Yeah.
ones that were responsible for industry and like making the economy work and creating jobs and giving people jobs. And
Absolutely.
when you take away their power, they can't do that. Now, obviously, they shouldn't have too much power, and they shouldn't abuse their power if they do have it. But don't kill everyone else in order to get rid of the rich people.
just because you're jealous.
Yeah.
Lee, what was that?
Like, the
So
problem...
Ryan, do you have anything
Alright,
nostalgic?
cool, never mind.
I don't want to talk about economics on the channel.
Yeah.
I see, Zach doesn't get
All right,
to speak.
fine, Zach. Go ahead. Let's talk about economics and just ruin the rest of the channel, and no one else will watch this video. You're right.
No one
Let's
else
do it.
watches this video anyways. Come on.
Actually, this is pretty popular.
Is it? All right, fine, whatever. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm wrong. Oh, sweet, I
I was
win.
just joking. I don't give a
No,
shit.
do you have something to say? You can say it. I don't mind.
Yeah, what's
I
I
was
was
just saying-
mostly joking.
Well, I was just saying, like, I think it's fucking retarded that people are trying to, like... It's become such a big thing to get down the rich just because people are fucking jealous of rich people. Because, like, rich people, regardless whether they got it from birth or not, they still earn their money.
Well, to play devil's advocate, there's a lot of rich people that have not earned their money.
Yeah, but, like, they still earned it through either a birthright or whatever. It's still theirs.
Yeah, but when
No
your
one can take it.
your birthright is daddy and slavery, that's a problem, I think.
That's a problem, too, but there's no real slavery
Lee,
that's been going on.
slavery's never been a problem.
You're right. What am I talking about?
Whoa.
Slavery
never-
has only stabilized the economy. It has only ever stimulated the economy and economic.
You're
That
right.
actually is not true. The economy was held back for 100 years because of slavery.
I know. I'm making.
Okay, I'm
jokes.
just... Well,
I'm making-
there's some people in the South that make that argument.
Oh
And
no,
they're
they're
like,
wrong.
oh, the economy couldn't have worked because they didn't have cotton gins. It's like, no, actually,
No.
they had the capability to do it without
No.
slavery. They just didn't.
Yeah, they were just lazy.
Here's a
Sorry.
topic. How do you guys feel if they brought indentured servitude to become a thing?
I've already said that I'm supportive of that.
Not on the channel.
Yes, on the channel. Go back to Metroid.
Was it Metroid?
Go back through the Metroid playthrough. There's an episode.
You weren't
where
there in the Metroid playthrough.
Yes, I am.
He was there
I am there for a
for-
couple episodes.
yeah.
Were you?
About
Yeah.
2, I think.
God.
Yeah, go back to the Metroid playthrough. I think it's in the middle. It's just after the Crab Lord Lee segment. After you guys get past the ice stuff, the ice world.
I have to go back through that.
Yeah, I
Go watch
talk
Metroid
about
Playthrough.
it. It's when you guys are in the Magmar Caverns, I think.
That is some good memory, dude.
I've just recently caught back up on Dorks with controllers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just finished the Metroid playthrough, and now I'm making my way through Dorky Dorky.
How was the Metroid playthrough?
I liked it.
Nice.
I wasn't in it, but I liked it.
It actually got semi-popular there for a little bit.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't wait for you guys to play the next game.
I
Yeah,
can't either.
oh.
Shit.
I can't either. It's gonna
So,
be fun.
it's one of my favorite games of all time.
Oh, by the way, I don't want to like ruin anything, but they are gonna play through that again.
Oh yeah, we've already got.
Or they're gonna
plans
play through the
for it.
second.
Oh, I think it's been discussed on the channel already.
Yeah, even if it hasn't though, like it's gonna happen. So
Yeah.
anyone who's a fan of that, watch out for that.
Oh yeah, that'll be great. I'm excited.
Prepare your butthole.
So can we get? I gotta ask Ryan.
Oh yeah, I
your
didn't get
questions.
to answer.
You,
I didn't
neither
answer
of you
your
did, I don't think.
No, I did.
Oh, you
No,
did?
he did.
Oh
He
yeah,
did
gunpowder. That's right.
I didn't get
That's
to
right.
answer mine.
I'm sorry.
Shotgun.
I got a lot of time to think about it.
Oh, shotgun shell specifically. That is a specific smell.
Yeah,
Because I know that smell. That's a great smell.
yeah.
I've
Not only
never
does
shot
it
a
smell
gun.
fucking delicious. We'll go sometime, Zach.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll take you shooting.
I have plenty. I do collect.
I have dicks!
guns.
Well, I'm saving up for a Glock.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Glocks are nice.
Like
10
the
millimeter.
instrument, a
No, 9.
glockenspiel?
Oh, 9.
Well, I want the power because it's what the Finnish police used to take down polar bears.
No, that's a 10 millimeter.
No, it is not.
Yes, it
No,
is.
they use the 9mm. I researched
No,
it.
they don't. Lee, a 9 millimeter
I
can't
am-
take down a bear.
I'm at least 98% sure.
Lee,
that
I
they
know
do.
guns. A 9 millimeter can't take down a bear unless you shoot it quite a few times. It's a 10 millimeter.
Oh, you fucking
Well,
assholes
okay,
talking
you
about
might
guns.
be correct, but I'm pretty sure.
This is
that
what we
you're
need to
not.
control guns.
And I don't have my phone to argue right now.
I do.
Oh, you do? Can you look it up?
Yeah.
All right, just look up Finnish
Oh
police.
yeah, Ryan's already lost.
Finnish police polar bear gun.
Finnish police. I'm gonna look up sidearm.
Sure. Well, no, because they specifically use a certain type of Glock for the polar bear. They use a different sidearm for.
Finnish police bear squad.
Yeah, the bear squad. That's what it is.
The bear squad.
No, it's a real thing.
I know they're awesome.
They have such a problem with polar bears that they have to have a bear squad.
You know, it'd be that way sometimes.
I mean, yeah.
Sometimes it'd be like.
Honestly, yeah. Sadly, we live in a world where the polar bears don't want to stay where they are.
Sadly, we live in a world with bears.
They keep crossing the border, taking our jobs, and killing everyone.
Oh, they're the Mexicans.
No, they're polar bears. They're coming from the north.
Alright, the northern Mexicans.
Oh,
The northern Mexicans.
where the fuck am I gonna find this?
I found it online a while back,
Alright, that's helpful.
like 2000,
That actually is helpful. Alright.
2016, I think, is when I found it.
New Zealand.
Yeah. No, not New Zealand.
I
What?
know.
Do they have a bear squad in New Zealand?
No.
Good.
I was gonna say they don't have polar bears in New Zealand. I don't think.
I don't think they have bears in New Zealand.
I wonder. I don't have my phone. I wish I did.
Are there New Zealand bears? Can anybody let us know?
I'll ask my boss. He's from New Zealand. So
Oh.
Zach, okay, what's a smell or a sound or something that makes you nostalgic?
Dicks.
They use the
Buttholes.
10 millimeter.
Do they? Okay,
Yeah,
I was
fucking
probably just wrong.
assholes.
9 millimeter is people defense. 10 millimeter is bear defense.
Well, let's get a 10 mil then. Take care of it.
10 millimeter. Trust me.
12 millimeter. Let's get a sniper.
If it helps you, a 10 millimeter is going to be a wider bullet, so it's going to have more stopping power for the bear.
Yeah, I probably just got confused.
Yeah.
I don't remember. But anyway, Zach, what's your...
I don't know things about guns.
Yeah, thanks, Ryan. I'm sorry to say that you're wrong.
You're good.
I thought it was different.
It's okay.
Shit!
I know I'm not wrong.
Sometimes.
I know I'm not wrong. That's a great response.
I mean, it's true.
That was like
Don't
my
worry, I know I'm right.
That was like my sister that one time where I was by the way I was fucking high as hell when this happened, but like
By the way, we live in a state where that's legal.
Yeah,
don't,
yeah,
don't
we're
call
good.
the police. We live in Alaska. It is legal to smoke marijuana.
Also, if
Zach
you
is
call
over
the-
21.
Also, if you call the police about YouTubers smoking weed, you fucking snitch.
It's happened before.
Has it really?
Yes, it has.
Fucking shitheads.
So, but just because there's a bunch of shitheads in the world, we are, well, me and Zach are over the age of 21.
Ryan doesn't smoke.
Ryan is not, but he does not smoke marijuana just because he doesn't, and also because it's illegal.
Yeah.
And Zach and I are both over 21. In the state of Alaska, we are allowed to smoke.
Yep.
So,
Anyway.
there you go. Now we got that disclaimer out of the way.
it's not federally legal.
It doesn't matter. Under state law, we're allowed to do what the state says, not what the federal law says, because we
Yep.
have our own constitution.
Yep.
We're one of the
Yeah.
few states that has that right.
Yep.
So cool. Anyways, it was just like that time where I was super fucking high and my sister was over here. And I was trying to explain to my sister how I'm smarter than her. And she was like, oh, well, the fact that you say that proves you're not smart. And I was like, or I'm just confident. And she was like, you're right.
Yeah, to be fair, though, it is kind of a shitty thing to just say.
It was shitty, and I was super high, and I didn't, like, actually super mean it, but, like...
Is high Zach mean Zach?
Sometimes.
Yes, sometimes.
Drunk Zach's meaner, though.
Yeah, drunk Zach's mean.
Yeah, anyone who gets drunk with Zach shouldn't.
Rude.
Damn.
No, you shouldn't.
You're mean.
The last time I got drunk with Zach and we were hanging out, I was talking to Zach and he just suddenly was like, you know, you're an asshole. And I was like, why? I was like, why? And you're like, you just are. And I was like, do you have any evidence or like a reason? And you just like, no, I just don't like you sometimes. And I was like, okay. And you were like, yeah, you should go now. I don't want to talk to you.
Wait, really? Did I say that?
And I was just like, whatever, Zach's drunk. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Holy shit, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, I knew you didn't mean it because you were drunk, but at the
Holy
same time,
shit.
I was just like, dude, what the fuck is your problem? Like,
Holy
damn.
shit, goddamn.
Yeah, you're kind of a dick when you drink.
Was that at my party?
And I lost.
Yeah, it was the Halloween party, I think.
That was a Halloween party. I was fine at at my birthday party, though.
No, you were still a jerk, just not that bad.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No, you were still like insulting everyone at your your party for your birthday.
Well,
Although, drunk Zach has never been mean to me.
that's not true. You were also, well, you weren't drunk because you're underage, but you were
Oh, yeah.
incapacitated in some way for some reason. Who knows why? But
Yeah.
smoothly.
allegedly, Ryan
Allegedly,
was
yeah,
drunk.
supposedly.
We
We don't even know if I was there.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have any witnesses.
Yep. So!
Wow. That was a fucking trip.
Yep.
But yeah, no, he was, and you were actually very upset with how he was insulting you, and I was like, Ryan, calm down. He's drunk. And you were like, oh yeah. Yeah, Zach's an asshole when he's drunk, I forgot.
I'm really sorry, guys. I don't
You're
need to be.
Yeah, whatever,
It's-
dude. Some
it's-
people can't handle drugs, and it's okay.
I mean, I handle drugs fine, just not alcohol.
Alcohol is a drug.
I know,
Absolutely
but like,
is.
not all. You know what I meant.
You don't. Yeah, I don't. I mean drug in the sense that like it's a substance you put in your body that alters you.
He's
Yeah,
not
but
saying
like-
you can't handle it. He's saying you don't react well.
Just to
Like you can handle alcohol, you don't puke or anything, but like you
No.
you're an
But you
asshole.
said I don't handle drugs well. I handle drugs fine. Just the one drug I don't.
Right, but I'm saying there are people who take drugs and they're not assholes and they're actually better people, and then there's you. And you take drugs and you're just kind of a jerk.
Just with alcohol.
And weed.
Not really.
Kinda. More with alcohol for sure, but you're still kind of a jerk on weed.
Not really.
You can be.
You're the only one.
When
who
you get
knows that.
really high, you're fine.
Well, he's one of the only people that's seen you high.
Yeah.
No, Carmen was there when I was high. Carmen said it was fine.
Carmen was also higher than you.
Fair enough.
And when you're higher than somebody else, everything's fine because
Everything's
yeah,
fine.
you don't want to panic.
All right.
Like I'm not saying you're gonna beat somebody or like
You're gonna continue doing the shit.
You're
anyway,
not.
so
You're
like-
not. Yeah, well, yeah, I know you're gonna keep doing it. I'm just saying you're not like an awful person. You're just kind of a jerk. But it's understandable.
It happens. That's just how people
I
get
mean, I used to do
sometimes.
cocaine, and I was a fucking huge jerk when I was on cocaine.
Don't be snitch on Lee. Cocaine's legal.
Cocaine is not legal, and I don't do it anymore, and I stopped doing it a while back.
Somebody called the police.
And
on Lee.
allegedly, I used to do it. Let me just remember that.
Yeah.
Somebody called the police.
Although
on Lee.
most
He's
people
being a
don't
nasty
care.
boy.
I mean, there's no proof that I've done it, so whatever.
Lee's being a nasty
And
boy.
even then,
Besides,
it's-
everybody, this is a comedy channel. This is a joke. Ha ha ha!
Plus, it's something that's been and gone.
Yeah, and like if anyone's gonna try and charge me for it, all I have to say is like, dude, I'm a comedian and this is a YouTube channel where I joke around. I'm probably making up this story just to get views.
Yeah, that's what happens when a guy named Ben gets into a robbery. And
Oh
leaves
yeah,
really quickly.
fuck Ben, dude.
What are you
Because-
talking about?
No, it's when he gets into a robbery and leaves really quickly. It's Ben and gone.
I don't know what anyone's talking about. right now.
He's Ben and gone, Lee. He got into a robbery and then he left really quick.
Yeah, his name's Ben too.
Oh,
He's Ben.
you guys are saying some
No, I understood.
really
Don't worry.
weird jokes.
I understood.
Thanks, Ryan.
I immediately understood.
Thanks, Ryan.
I
You
don't
know
know.
what you
Probably it's a joke that you've had to have heard before. And
Nope, never
Nope.
heard it in my life.
Really?
Nope.
I'm
Okay, I guess
being
I'm just
stupid.
slow on the uptake today.
Ryan and I are just on the same wavelength.
We're
right now.
just
pretty much.
stupid together.
Let me tell you about my best friend.
Zach, did you ever say your thing that you like?
Nope.
We're just never gonna.
Zach,
get
what's
to
your
it.
thing?
Well, anyway, actually, funny thing, like,
It could be a smell or a sound, or
Yeah.
it has to be something specific to you.
Contrary to my previous statement about my mother, it's actually like the smell of making cake. Because
Really?
my mother was a professional pastry chef, and like I remember when I was a kid, because you have to like cut the top off the cake.
Yeah.
You're supposed to do that?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know.
that's fine.
I'm not a baker.
Like, you're supposed to cut the top off the cake, and she would always put it on a plate for us, and we'd eat it, and we'd always like know it was coming when she's baking cake.
Oh, that's cool.
It was always rad. So whenever I bake or make cakes, it reminds me of that
So
smell.
she
It's really rad.
she Pavloved you.
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
cake.
that's conditioning right there.
Kind of.
That's conditioner. That's Head and Shoulders right there.
That's kind of my mom.
Your mom is Pavlov?
Yeah.
God damn.
That rings a bell.
Oh, that was dumb.
Yeah.
Where's
I'm a psychology major and I thought that was dumb.
Where's my
Damn. Holy shit, Lee. Calling out the psych majors. God damn.
I'm calling you out. I'm saying like
Yeah, you
even
said
I
I'm
think
a.
that's-
You're like even I'm a psych major, and I thought that was dumb. Is what you
yeah,
said.
psych majors would have been like, oh, good reference.
No, the way you just said it made it sound like psych majors are dumb.
Sometimes they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a majority of them
There
don't
we go.
realize that they're not going to make money in the job that they want.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's why I'm in music education.
That's why I'm not a psych major anymore.
Ryan!
That's why I'm in comedy, motherfucker.
This is why I didn't go to college, because I wanted to go to college for art, and I realized I was fucking retarded.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. I mean, and you're better off like not spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars when you could instead just make art and then hope you
Yeah.
get famous.
Yeah, really.
Which is what you have to do anyway if you go to college for art.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It doesn't even help you at all.
And by the way,
anyways.
if my friend Bryce, who is an artist, is watching this, hi Bryce, nice to see you.
Get out of our college.
You also should not have gone to college for art. Well, actually,
You're
no.
fucking stupid.
I'm sorry. He should have. He's a sculptor, and
Yeah.
he works with metal. He's a welder, so he kind of needed to go to college.
But
so
all your Cal Arts art style fucks.
he's the exception. Everyone else is dumb.
Simply Bryce.
Bryce is okay.
Nobody else is okay.
Everyone
Yeah.
else is.
All you
retarded.
other sculptors, fuck you.
Fuck
No, no, no. If you went to school to learn how to weld or how to do medium,
Something useful.
something that you can't do yourself, then okay, fine. But if you're just some asshole who's like, oh, I like to paint every now and again, and I'm pretty good at it, like, okay, you shouldn't have gone to school. You just shouldn't have. You
Yeah.
should have stayed home and perfected your craft,
Yeah.
like an artist. What am I talking about? I'm not even an artist. I don't know. Maybe I'm just an asshole. Who
Yeah,
gives a
Lee, you're
fuck?
just an autist.
Whatever.
Whoa.
I'm not an autist. I don't make aught.
That right there, Lee.
That's like I, but from Jazzy. It's I.
No, that was a Boston accent.
Oh, you're right. That is Boston.
I used to grow up. I grew up on the East Coast, so well, I grew up everywhere, but I used to live on the East Coast. I know my accents.
Oh, I grew up on the West Coast. Lee.
Thank God you didn't grow up in Jersey.
we don't like
though.
your
Let's
kind
be
here.
real.
If I grew up in Jersey,
Yeah, thank God.
people don't grow up in Jersey. They become men in Jersey.
People
You don't grow up. You don't have a childhood in Jersey.
No,
Yeah.
you don't.
No,
I
for
know
real.
people from Jersey. They didn't have a childhood. They had people yelling at them and then getting robbed. That's it.
Yeah, that's
Whoa.
because Jersey fucking sucks.
Yeah, Jersey's terrible. And if you're from Jersey and you like Jersey, I'm sorry, you only
Stop.
like it because you're from Jersey.
And even then, you shouldn't like Jersey.
You really shouldn't. No rational human can like. It's like people who like grew up in New York City and they're like, oh, I love New York City. It's like everyone else hates it for a reason, dumbass. New York City is a piss-covered wasteland.
Really?
And I'm sure I'm pissing somebody off from New York right now. But you know what? I used to go to New York City because I used to live in upstate New York. And I gotta tell you right now, New York City is a piss-covered wasteland.
I've never been. I wouldn't know.
It is, like, go to see the sights and then get the fuck out. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It
Let's
smells
see, we've
bad.
angered
There's
artists.
homeless people
We've
everywhere.
angered
The homeless
feminists.
people bother you constantly for no reason. There was a dude, they try to give you, like, financial advice when you're down there. Like, and I know this is like a common thing that people like harp on New York City for, but like the homeless people will be like, "Hey man, I got an investment opportunity for you."
Oh,
and then
yeah,
you like,
I've heard
you're
of
like,
that.
and then if you stick around long enough for them to keep talking, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, just come with me. I'll if you can take me and give me $50 for my company, and I'll make a wheel that'll go around on the train so that people can buy muffins on the train. You know, because that's what
What the
people need on
fuck?
their morning commute down to their job in New York City." And I'm spending too much time on this bit, and I've already lost track of what I'm supposed to be doing in Tetris.
Yeah, no, you fucked up.
Yeah, I shouldn't have been talking about that. God damn it.
Damn it, New York!
God damn it, New York! Once again! Ruining my life!
was that whole story off the top of your head? Because holy shit.
Yeah, that was.
That was really specific. How did I win?
You won because I was talking too much about New York City.
nostalgia. No, the cake thing though. That's really neat though.
Yeah.
I think it all started
That's
with
also
me
why I'm
making.
fat.
I mean, no.
Or one of the reasons.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
That's why I was fat as a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fat as a kid because I lack self-control.
I thought you were gonna say a lactate.
I've never.
I mean, that too. I drink my own milk. That quieted the room.
I was too busy looking at you. Waiting.
Zach and Ryan both looked at me and they were like, "Excuse me."
I was sitting there waiting for you to crack.
Actually,
I was waiting for you to continue.
I know a guy who lactates.
Well, really?
It's my friend AJ from middle school.
Does he do it on purpose?
No, he just does it.
Is it a trans person? Because that doesn't count.
No, he's a boy. He has a penis. I've seen it. No, some men, some men just lactate. I was
true.
dude. We were in gym class together. I've seen his penis.
All right, fair enough.
I was in gym class with a lot of dudes, and I never saw the dick.
I mean,
You
he had a
never saw a
locker.
dick?
He had a locker right next to mine. So
I mean, I've seen a dick.
I hope you've seen at least one, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen at least 12. I'm gonna be honest.
12?
I've never
Goddamn.
seen a penis.
That's more penises than I've seen in a locker room.
How?
I think I've seen. Well, maybe 12 is a good number.
Wait, have you actually seen 12 dicks, Ryan?
I don't know. I don't keep track.
Are
of
we
these
counting
things.
porn? Because if we're counting porn,
Oh,
I've seen
if
a
we're
lot
counting
of
No, we're not
penises.
counting
I've
porn.
seen thousands of penises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like actual in the thousands, if that's the case.
Oh no, same. Yeah.
Does anime dick count?
No. If somebody told me they sucked an anime dick, I'd look at them and then I'd walk away because they're creepy.
Like that fucking guy we saw at the bank today?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Ryan, you're the one who spotted him. You
You're
start.
right.
You're
All right. So Lee and I just pull on up because we're
So
waiting
okay,
for
hold on.
Zach.
Backstory. Zach needed to pay rent, so we went to the bank, and I took Zach to the bank.
Other backstory, when he said I had to pay rent, that doesn't mean I'm usually late on rent. I just had to get my money for rent.
I didn't imply that you were late on rent. You
I
had
just
that
want-
detail yourself.
Nobody implied
I
You
just
that.
had
wanted
that
to make
detail
sure.
yourself, you motherfucker.
Zach, were you late
Some
on rent?
people will think that. I know they will.
Who?
I don't know, some fucking asshole.
We may or may not be late on rent. Anyway,
Are
Were
we?
you late on rent?
no, we're fine.
No,
Okay.
no, good.
Don't worry
I was
about
gonna say, are we? I hope we're not.
No, we're not.
I mean, nobody's really gonna care.
no, we're good. Except the landlord, who will kick us out.
Yeah. Who cares about
Well,
him?
they can suck a peen.
I
one
mean,
of the 12 I've
I
seen.
mean, he
him.
might leave him alone. Come on.
That's true. You're right.
Yeah, he might like
But anyway, that's irrelevant to the story that we're already telling.
What story was I telling?
The anime man.
Oh yeah! So this man or woman, I can't
Yeah,
tell.
we couldn't
No.
tell from the back.
That was
Sorry.
a man.
Even if they had a vagina, that's a man right there.
Man.
Ryan's.
Ryan's skeptical.
Okay,
I mean, I am
so what happened was we pulled on up to the side near the entrance, right? Because we were gonna go.
We were gonna pick up Zach because he was
We were gonna
inside.
sniggle Zach. He was inside.
Snickle some zizzle.
And so we pull up, and I'm just sitting there, and I look. I just look in front of us. That's all I do.
And I'm on my phone.
That was my first mistake.
My first mistake was being on my phone.
My first mistake, eyesight.
Remember, my first mistake was not choosing to be blind in this situation.
I mean,
So I just look forward,
yeah.
and there is this person who has
quote person.
Yeah,
this might be a lizard
there's
man.
this weeaboo trash. I should say
Subhuman. The
that
subhuman person.
I see them walking. They have like a normal black winter pea coat on, and they have like a
I'm gonna
Hot
lose.
Topic beanie,
I'm gonna
and
lose.
like some sort of. Did they have the cat headphones or just?
Yeah,
normal
they had
headphones?
purple cat headphones, and you know
Did
the
they?
ones.
With
Yeah.
like that ear. The
Yeah, the ears that
Yeah.
stick up.
The one
yeah.
Chevy used to have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they weren't so skinny, I would have thought it was Chevy.
Um,
Oh yeah, this person was also like a skeleton.
yeah, I was getting there. This person was this actually looked
They
like
also
they
had
were
a
made out of.
ponytail on, too.
Yeah, no, on.
Oh, they did. They had
Did
a
you say
ponytail.
on?
Well, like, they had
Like they were okay?
Well, like,
yeah, they had a ponytail.
They were rocking a ponytail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
pretty
were.
sizable one, too.
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, if this was a girl, like, that's normal. But if this is a guy, like,
Whoa.
he's been like this for a while,
Yeah.
He is okay with it.
sadly.
Which I mean, you be you. Whatever.
No, don't be that.
It's not hurting
No,
me
be better
in
than
any way.
that. No. People should be better than that because you're ruining society. You're actually making life worse for everyone around you.
Yeah.
Just stop. Just
Hey.
stop. Get a hobby. Lift some fucking weights. Eat some fucking protein. Go to the gym. Get a life. And then go fuck some bitches, motherfucker. Go get some.
That's true.
Stop wasting your life jerking off to anime cat girls and go get your life finished. Okay? You only
Yeah.
got so much time in this world. Stop making me look at you.
Whoa.
Anyway, get back to the story,
Are
Ryan.
you okay
Speaking
with
of
it?
I'm tired of these people saying it's okay to be whatever you are when what you are is terrible.
Yeah.
No! Be better! Be a better person! Be a contributing and productive member of society, or die!
Yeah.
I'm tired of these assholes who think that, oh no, that's just what he does. He jerks off to anime all day, and that's it. Cool. You know what would be better?
My son's talented.
Anything but that.
My son can jerk off 5 times a day to cat girls. And
If my son's jerking off, if he does it more than 3 times a day, that's too much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to
more
tell him
than
to stop.
1 time a day is too much. Jesus.
No, I think one time. Okay, look. I think once in the morning, once in the afternoon, and once at night's just fine.
Holy shit.
I think that's just fine. I also used to be addicted to masturbating, so I might have a skewed perspective.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's more than usual.
Okay, then, twice a day. Once in the morning,
Once
once
a
at
day.
night. Once in the morning to wake up to get some energy, and then once at night to go to sleep.
Really? You get energy from it?
Sometimes.
Oh, I don't.
Sometimes I'm like, oh, my brain's really foggy. Oh, I'll just go jerk off and I'll be fine. And
Yeah,
then I am.
sometimes there's a good energy jerk, and then sometimes you're like, ugh.
I mean, maybe if there's a lot of positivity in the sesh, you know.
There's a lot of positivity in my sesh, I'll tell you that much.
Well, when the bros are around, there's usually a lot of positivity.
For real, though.
Yeah,
When I'm
we gotta
jerking off with
charge
my
those
bros,
crystals.
it's a good time.
Yeah. I'm glad Zach got my reference.
By the way, Ryan, you want
Oh, I got the reference too, motherfucker.
Yeah, you know. Charging the JO crystal.
Yeah.
Buddy,
Yeah.
I charge my JO crystals 3 times a day. Let me tell you.
That's gross.
Amen.
Had to take those off before you got on the plane, know what I'm saying?
Speaking of degenerates. Anyways, let's get back to this
Yeah,
fucking...
degenerates!
This
Okay.
dude, so this guy walks in, and not in
Hold on.
complete on the attire.
I'm forgetting the most important
Right, no,
detail,
that's what I'm
that
leading
they
to.
are
That's
in
what I'm
all
leading to,
black,
Ryan.
and they walk into a bank
Yeah, they're walking into a bank.
with a fucking sheathed katana.
Oh yeah, they have a sword, by the way.
That's the worst part of it. He had a full-on ass weapon.
Oh yeah, by the way, which he left at the door because he knows he's not allowed to do that.
Yeah,
And he was
because
so confident nobody would steal it, too.
Yeah, no, he left it by the door in
Lee was-
plain view.
Lee
of
was
the
encouraged.
door. I actually told Ryan to go take it just because I wanted to fuck with this asshole.
If I had known it was there, I would have taken it, honestly.
I told you about it, but you just were like, I don't
I was
wanna
already
do
in
that
the
now.
car.
Yeah,
I'm not a steely person.
I'm not a steely person either, but I fucking hate
Holy
those people.
shit, that guy.
Like, just come on. Everyone knows you're a piece of shit.
Why do you need to
know
bring
you're
a
piece
katana
of
to
shit.
the bank?
Yeah, well, here's the thing.
Does that mean he cares?
It's not like
Lovey.
No, hold on. It's not even like this guy is oblivious. He knows he's a piece of shit. Everyone who encounters him knows he's a piece of shit. Someone needs to teach him a fucking lesson and put him in his place.
Not that I'm against carrying weapons
Like
in
carrying-
public.
like, okay,
if
if
you're
you-
going out on a walk or something in the dark.
No. Here's the thing. Here's my problem with what he's doing. I don't have a problem with having a weapon.
Yeah.
I think everyone should be allowed to carry whatever weapon they want, including swords. But here's the thing. I'm willing to bet
He doesn't know how to
money,
use it?
hundreds of dollars. This man is not a swordsman.
Yeah, no.
This man is a man who's like, oh, I know the arts of Japanese swordship. Because he's watched it on fucking anime. Okay?
Yeah.
I bet you he doesn't know shit about swords. All he knows about samurai is what he's watched on Rurouni Kenshin or Naruto. And that's all he knows.
Yeah.
I'm willing to... It's like people who carry around nunchucks. Unless you actually know how to use them, you're a fucking asshole.
Stop. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Like,
I agree.
I have katanas in my house, but that's just for decoration.
Yeah, we just collect swords.
Because they're
Because
cool.
swords are fucking
But I'm not going to
cool.
carry them out of my house because I don't know how to fucking use this. And also, I'm not going to hurt somebody on the off chance that I'm like, oh, I'll use this today because why the fuck not? But I guarantee you, if you ask him why he does that, he'll be like, oh, for protection. Or some bullshit excuse like that.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you're the guy listening and you're that guy, stop being that guy. Go be somebody else because your personality sucks. And you need to get a new one.
You need to get a new one.
Yeah.
For real.
Go shopping. Go get a new
Go
one.
shopping, get a new personality, get your hair cut. Stop it.
Yeah.
Go eat a steak. Ryan likes my
man.
advice. Ryan loved my
I
advice.
can go for some steak, man.
I could go for a steak.
I am a man who loves his land
I already had
meats.
some chili today, but I could go for some steak.
Is it weird that I specifically love land meats?
land meats?
Like, I'm not huge on fish or anything fishy usually. But
I mean, most people aren't. to be
any and
honest.
every land meat I have tried, I fucking love.
I thought you said a lamb.
Do you like veal?
I've not had a chance to try veal.
Really?
Yep, I've had a chance to try everything from like ostrich to reindeer.
You've had ostrich, motherfucker?
I have.
Damn.
You've eaten shark.
Yes, I have had shark.
I've had shark. No, he said I've eaten shark.
Oh, I've also eaten shark.
What the fuck, guys?
Shark is amazing.
Shark's great.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's delicious.
It's good.
It tastes a little bit like saltfish.
I've had dog and cat too, dude. It's fucking delicious.
I've never had dog or cat, but I would. Well,
Well, okay, cat's not that good. Dog's better.
I
I see why the Koreans do what they do.
would be willing to try. Honest to God.
It's good. I know. Don't get me wrong. I love dogs, But I also
Yeah,
love to
you
eat
do.
them.
But also love dogs.
I also really like dogs.
No.
I also fuck them, so you know. Hey,
Huh?
Next topic! Next topic!
Oh,
How many
sorry.
times have you guys fucked dogs?
Jesus, fuck, oh, hey, I got
Wait,
Hey, what do you guys think about JFK and his assassination?
wait. How long do you want this podcast to go?
It's a Tetris talk.
No,
we
it's
gotta
Tetris
get
talk.
through
We're
4
We're gonna keep going.
topics.
We're gonna keep going.
All right.
Tetris.
Yeah, we're just getting into the meat and
I was just
potatoes
making
of it.
sure, man.
We're just getting started.
Meats. Now you got me thinking of meat.
Oh yeah, boy.
My
I'm always thinking of
stepmom
meat.
sent me.
Have you ever had rattlesnake?
No, I want to.
Oh,
my
dude.
stepmom. This is how I tried ostrich. She sent me what was called a man crate.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and she got me the exotic jerky one.
Oh, I remember seeing that on Snapchat.
Have you ever had perky jerky?
Sorry.
It is turkey jerky, but they put energy drink stuff on it.
Yeah, there's like guarana and caffeine and
And
stuff
like
that.
taurine, I think it's called.
Taurine, yeah.
Taurine, yeah.
I have
taurine,
never
I don't know how to
tried
pronounce it.
any meats that are not regular meats.
I have never tried it, but
I tried it. It's insane what it'll do to you.
Is it?
Dude, okay, so...
I just feel like you have poopy problems.
Yeah, no, poopy problems are a reality, but... beyond that, you know how like when
Beyond the poop.
you know when you chug a monster and like your heart starts racing?
No.
No.
Cool.
I'm
Ryan,
addicted
that's
to
not
caffeine.
Okay, but you know when you first started drinking caffeine and you like had like a whoa kind of reaction to it?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
drink
I've
that-
drank. I get to the point where I drink too much caffeine, and that happens.
Oh, you're addicted to caffeine. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that kind of jolting feeling that you feel
Yes.
when you drink like caffeine,
Yeah, I know
it's
exactly.
that,
what
but
you're
like dial that to an 11.
yeah, it is.
And you don't think it's gonna happen because it's meat, and you're thinking, oh, I'm putting meat into my body. It'll help absorb some of whatever the fuck I'm putting in here. No, that is not the case. It accelerates the caffeine. So if you eat more than one piece in like 20 minutes, your heart starts racing.
That's fucking amazing.
No, it's fucking terrible. I thought I was gonna die.
Oh, I bet. But that sounds amazing.
Are you okay, buddy?
I wish I was okay.
that
I wish Ryan was okay. I wish we were all okay.
Okay.
I
So
wish we were okay.
You're doing great.
there was something I wanted to bring up. Oh, you know what else gives me just a weird feeling that I never expect, because like you said, how you're like, this is a meat. It's not gonna do this thing to me that it's doing.
Right.
Have you ever drank water out of a soda can?
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
When I was
Me and Zach had the same reaction.
another hunting story. I just used a water can because it was a clean cup, or I used a soda can because it was a clean cup, and I wanted water, so I boiled water.
Oh yeah, I've done that before, but I don't know what you mean by like a strange feeling.
So like, drinking a non-carbonated liquid out of a can for the first time, like you go to the can, your lips touch the can, and you think this is gonna be spicy.
Spicy?
Yeah, carbonated. It's gonna be spicy, and then you
Spicy
sip
water.
it, and
Oh.
it's not bubbly at all.
I
And
can't
it's just
relate.
straight liquid going into your mouth, and you're like,
No, I can't relate. I used to use soda cans all the time when I was a kid.
I can't really.
Really?
I don't drink soda, so.
Yeah, Zach also doesn't drink soda.
Well,
You're talking to the
used
wrong
to.
people.
I used to. I don't drink soda that much either anymore.
I drink it every now and again, just on special occasions.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I will
Like if
every
it's
once
if
in a
it's
while.
my
I
little
don't know. I
brother's
think soda's
birthday.
gross.
If it's my little brother's birthday and they have soda, I'll be like, ah, sure. You know?
Yeah, I'm the asshole who's an adult who has to ask for either water or juice and nothing else.
Oh, I don't drink juice. Well, sometimes.
Juice can be more sugary than sodas a lot of the times.
Yeah, that's why I don't
Sometimes.
drink juice.
Depends on the juice.
I don't know. Like apple juice is like the only juice, and maybe orange juice, but like those are the only juices I can stand because everything else is too fucking sweet.
Really?
Oh,
I think
yeah.
apple juice is one of the sweetest juices.
No, it depends on the apple juice. Like the Mott's apple juice is way too sweet.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
God,
like the
yeah.
Hidden Orchard or whatever the fuck it's called.
You ever had those
That's
fucking
alright.
apple juices in like the little circle glass bottles?
No, I've not.
Yeah, those
That's
are
the
good.
good
Like the
shit.
ones at the Great Harvest.
Yeah, that's. Oh no, in like they're little like oval bottles, like the little circle. They look like little apples.
Oh, I've never
weird.
had those. That's
Oh, I have to get some of those. That's the good shit.
Yeah, I'd love to try one. I'm a fan of grape juice and
grape
orange
juice. Welch's is good, but it's way too sweet.
Yeah, I like not super sweet red grape juice.
I don't know that Welch's makes wine the other day.
Yeah, they do. It's
Good for
really
that.
good.
Is it?
Yeah, because wine's problem is it's too bitter, so you counteract it with some sweetness. It's great.
Oh, see, I love wines.
I don't like
I
other
I
wines.
objectively love wines.
I am not a wine man. I do not like wine. I'm a
I
big
partake in
beer
wine every
guy.
now and again, but I like sweet wines. I'm not fucking white mom.
I mean, you know I'm both. I'm not a white mom when it comes to it. I am a...
Oh, yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly, I am not. Supposedly, objectively, I like the idea of it. I like
I like the idea.
I like the idea of wines that pair well with steaks.
Everyone does.
I mean, no, but that's the kind of wine I usually go for, even for like a sipping wine. Supposedly, objectively,
do people
allegedly.
sip wine? Like, I'm probably very
Yes.
ignorant on this, but do
I
people
do.
do that?
Yeah, sometimes.
So I think about it.
Depends on the
I
wine.
think about it.
I think about it as I'm chugging.
I think about it. while I'm
No,
sipping
it's
it.
very commonplace.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
I don't grow up in I didn't grow up in a family that drinks.
Oh,
a lot
I
of
just
wine.
now realized why you were saying allegedly.
Well, I mean, they do that with people do that with all sorts of alcohols. A lot of people drink alcohol for the flavors.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I didn't grow up in a wine culture, so like I don't know like how wine works.
Oh, got it.
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
it's a very
Like, I grew
drink.
up around beer. My dad drank beer, and like my family drinks beer, and like my mom doesn't drink at all, but when she used to drink, she would drink like a beer, or she'd have like a margarita or something. So like I know how to drink margaritas, but like
the only reason I know like the bare
margaritas are
minimum-
intuitive.
The only reason I know like the bare minimum about wine that I do is because I dated a person who was a huge wine person
yeah.
for a time. So like,
And like I learned a bit about wine from that person because I would hang out with you guys when you would drink it. But like, I don't know shit about wine otherwise.
yeah, I don't know much about wine. I just know that I really like a certain kind of wine.
See, I don't like it at all, so I don't drink it. Zach likes mead.
Yeah, I fucking love mead.
I hate mead. I can't
Mead is
stand
I
mead.
love the idea of mead very well too.
I mean, I like the idea of mead. It sounds delicious. It's honey wine. Oh, that sounds awesome. And then it tastes like garbage.
You know, I realized a minute ago why Ryan was saying I love the idea, and I hypothetically like wine. I was like, why is he saying that?
It's like how I used to have to say I hypothetically like the idea of marijuana.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a great idea.
It's a great idea. Not
Everybody
for
should be
Ryan.
having it.
Ryan doesn't think it's a great idea.
No,
but-
I actually don't think it's a great idea for myself.
No, I don't want you to be that. Oh, fucking shit ass bitch! I'm gonna kill your parents!
I love
bitch.
I love the effect that it has on a lot of people and the things that it does for a lot of people. But for me, I don't like the ideas of the multiple strains I may or may not have had the idea of trying. Because they have all given me very similar thoughts.
Yeah.
Very
Okay,
anxious,
Ryan.
intense stuff.
My thing with marijuana, and I've been teaching Zach how to do marijuana because
How to do
I'll
marijuana.
admit I've been smoking marijuana since I was in high school.
I
and
haven't.
I'm
I
a
had
very seasoned stoner.
When I was 18, I had a horrible experience with weed and didn't try it for years.
Yeah, I tried marijuana for the first time at 14, and I've been on it since. And people who say it's a gateway drug, that's only because it's illegal.
Yeah.
It's only because the same guy who's selling you the marijuana is the same guy who's selling you the coke. If you separate those people, there's no way for anyone to get coke from anyone who sells marijuana, because now that it's legal here in Alaska,
Nobody gives a shit.
Like, I got coke because I used to know a guy who used to know a guy who used to know a guy who sold it. It is so hard to get cocaine up here now that, like, you have to really, 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 like, have some contacts, you know?
You have to have a shipper usually.
Yeah, and you usually have to, but the thing is, you have to know people to get cocaine up here. And before marijuana was legalized, it was pretty easy to get cocaine up here because all you had to do was talk to the same guy. But now that that guy works at a pot shop, I don't know how to get coke anymore. And, like, that's good because I don't ever want to do cocaine again. But, you know, the argument that it's a gateway drug is just retarded. But I did it in high school. I liked it. It was fun. I kept doing it. I've been doing it since.
I don't want to do cocaine again.
I don't do it when I have.
It's ruining my chances.
I don't do it. You know, I don't do it during certain times of the year because I have certain jobs that drug test me, and also because I have certain jobs where I can't be high at all for those jobs. So
Yeah.
I will stop smoking for that. And that also, like, the argument that you get addicted to it is bullshit.
Also,
If you get addicted to
people-
marijuana, you could have gotten addicted to anything. The marijuana just got to you first.
You just have an addictive personality.
Also, for
Right.
the people
and you have to
who
do it.
are astute enough and remember that I work at a child care facility, I only ever smoke on days I don't have work the next day. So
Yeah, and he works in a state facility, so he's following the law still. It's not against the law for him to do what he's doing.
yeah, and I don't go to work high around children. I think
No,
it's
yeah,
completely wrong.
I've even asked him on some evenings. I've said, like, hey, you want to smoke? And he goes, oh no, it's Sunday, I can't. And even if it's like Sunday morning, he won't do it. So
Yeah.
I can attest to him. He's very responsible.
Yeah, I refuse to smoke or get any kind of high of any kind when I'm taking care of children because it's wrong. You're molding
yeah.
You're molding a mind.
I don't think it's wrong if it's your own kids. I think that's up to you.
Yeah, if it's your own kids, it's your problem. But like, I'm taking care of other people's children. I'm like molding a next generation. I'm not.
I think that's perfectly reasonable.
Especially since you don't know how parents react to it, and they might have their own rules and policies.
Well, and some parents are in favor of it, and a lot of parents aren't.
All right, well,
and they don't want their child to be exposed to that. You know, like I understand if you don't want kids exposed to marijuana, and that's why I'm okay with dispensaries being in like windowless buildings and all that. Because,
absolutely.
You know, children should grow up and then learn about marijuana and then make those choices. What happened to me when I smoked marijuana in high school? I smoked marijuana in high school because somebody was like, "Hey, you want to try it?" And nobody had ever told me about marijuana, so I decided that, hey, I'll try this because the only thing I've ever heard about this is that it hurts you and it's bad for you and it'll ruin your life. But all the people around me who do it, they're fine.
Yeah, man, tell your kids the truth about marijuana, man.
Well, like, also, kids today, like, and also, like, kids my age, but, like, kids today have a very, very different life from how it used to be. They have the internet. They have information. They're never going to be fooled. You can't fool anyone anymore. And, you know, people still think that they can, and the government still tries, but you can't do it. When you have the internet, the future is going to be interesting, because they're either going to have to make the internet illegal, or they're going to have to really, 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 really watch what they're doing. Because you can only fool the people for so long, and when they have access to information 24/7 that is constantly being updated with actual facts from real people, you're not going to be able to trick people anymore. You know, everyone knows that marijuana isn't as bad as they used to say it was. Reefer madness doesn't exist anymore.
I would argue that we're already at that point.
No, I would say that we're almost at that point. I think we're just starting to see what happens in a world where everyone knows what's going on. Because, you know, you have people like I don't know if you've watched the presidential debates, but at one point during one of the debates...
I stopped watching them.
Well, it was in early 2016, and at one point during one of the debates, somebody said something that one of the... it wasn't... I don't know if it was a debate or just a talk or whatever, but one of the candidates... This was before Donald Trump was elected, but one of the candidates said something that wasn't true, and one of the people asking questions brought it up on their phone and said, no, that's not true. What do you think about X? And they were like, we already know that that's not true. What do you think that now that you know that it's not true? And they were like, oh, I guess my information was outdated. And they were like, yeah, it was outdated. But now that you have the updated information, what do you think? And it was just so disgustingly transparent that they had like a little puppet voice in their ear telling them what to say.
Yeah.
And that they were just trying to appeal to the most people. Like, I think it was Ted Cruz, or it might have been Marco Rubio or somebody. But it was so obvious that they were so fucking fake that, like...
They didn't know.
They got dropped out of the election so quickly because of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're just starting to now see that world, at least in politics. It might have been Rubio. I think we're just now starting to see that in politics, and I think that's why we have like the new conservatives and the new liberals. I think it's because it's harder and harder to trick people into going with your politics. I don't think, and you know, segueing into the next topic I wanted to talk about, I think it's going to be harder for conspiracy theories to be a thing. And we're going to talk about this now, boys. What is one of your favorite conspiracy theories?
You know, I was just...
hold on, real quick. One that you think is true, and one that you think that you isn't true, but that you wish it was.
You know, I was just listening to the Joe Rogan podcast where they were talking about conspiracy theories for a minute, and I think it's hard to like you said whether they're fake or real.
Well, no, I'm saying like, what's a conspiracy theory that you think 100% this is real, and then what's one that you think 100% this isn't real? But that you like, it would be kind of cool if it was real.
I don't think. Okay, if I think it would be cool, it'd be real. I don't know. I don't have any conspiracy theories that I think would be cool if they're real. They're all kind of dumb.
Well, I'm saying like, what's a conspiracy theory you 100% don't believe in?
Bigfoot.
And then, no, that's not a conspiracy theory. That's a cryptid. That's different.
Yeah, cryptids.
What do you mean by
paranormal?
A conspiracy theory is an organization that tries to get people to do things or get something to happen by way of conspiring. Bigfoot's not a conspiracy. Bigfoot's a...
Bush did 9/11.
Yeah, like 9/11 or JFK or...
I don't know much about conspiracies. I know one that actually is true where what was it called? It was Operation Midnight something.
Midnight Climax?
That one,
That's
yeah.
the one that Joe Rogan talks about.
Yeah, he was talking about it, and I really fucking thought that was cool.
Yeah. So for people who...
what is that one?
So,
Operation Midnight Climax. So what happened is the government, the CIA...
actually, it was the FBI.
Was the FBI? Okay, the FBI made a fucking brothel.
They were trying to find the effects of LSD on people, so they made a brothel where they had prostitutes dose people who would come to the brothel to see what would happen.
I know which one you're
piece of
talking
shit.
about.
I was telling it. motherfucker.
Yeah, but
it's okay.
Sorry,
I got the story
get
either
excited.
way. Either way, I got the. Wow, Lee, you fucked up there.
I did. That's karma. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
deserve
Zach.
it, Lee.
I'm sorry.
Right, but yeah, no, they made a brothel and they were giving people LSD without them knowing.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking cool.
And the agents were also taking it too.
Yeah.
Actually, the agents. The reason that we have LSD in the country is because CIA agents used to sell the recipe to their friends. Like, obviously, scientists were experimenting with it, but like the reason why it got spread to the normal populace was because of FBI agents, or sorry, CIA agents.
Yeah.
Or there was the other one that Joe talked about where fucking it was one that got vetoed by the president at the time, but like.
Oh, Operation Northwoods.
Yeah, Northwoods.
That actually leads to the JFK conspiracy.
Yeah. Do you know Operation Northwoods, Ryan?
I don't know much about many conspiracies.
They wanted to bomb a bunch of ships and fake a bunch of airplane crashes and deaths and blame it on the Cubans to go to war with them.
Yeah, they wanted to kill a bunch of people in Florida.
And this is an actual thing. You can look it up. It's real.
Yeah, it's been released as a declassified.
Wasn't it? Which president was the one that vetoed it?
Oh, it's JFK. That's why it leads to the JFK conspiracy, because they think that part of the reason he was assassinated was because he was unwilling to go with the Northwoods documents. Those documents though were found by somebody shortly after his assassination, and he was threatening to whistleblow, so they didn't go through with it. But it's considered the precursor document to 9/11,
really,
which has been confirmed. That is a real conspiracy. That's the one I believe in the most. That is a real conspiracy to get America to go to war so that we could intervene in the Middle East and go after oil and opium.
Has it been proven that
it has been proven conclusively in court. The United States government's official policy is that it still was terrorists, but it has been proven in court, the court of the United States, that it is a conspiracy theory, and it's been proven by the Hague and the UN, which is why if George Bush or Dick Cheney ever leave this country, they will be indicted as war criminals and hung.
Wow.
Yes, because the world knows that we went into Iraq under false pretenses, and we used a fake terrorist attack to do so.
Oh, absolutely.
A terrorist attack, by the way, we orchestrated. We gave those men the plane.
Absolutely.
We killed thousands of Americans just to go into a fake war.
That one I actually did know about. The more you started talking about it, the more familiar it's
The Northwoods documents?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really fucked up conspiracy.
Yeah, it is. And I
Do you know there's some people who believe it has ties to the mob as well?
Really?
That part I believe a little less.
Some people think that the mob, they had a vested interest in going into war with Cuba because of the starting rise of cocaine. And they were thinking that if the United States went to war with Cuba and took it over, they would be more likely to get cocaine from Cuba to the United States.
Interesting.
Because Cuba was a stop from Colombia on the way to the United States.
Really?
Yeah, so if the United States has control of Cuba, it's going to be easier to get cocaine to Cuba than it is to get it from Cuba to the United States.
Why doesn't the U.S. have control of Cuba yet?
Because we never went to war with them.
Ah.
Because they're a sovereign nation and we haven't declared war on them.
Fair enough.
And because right after Vietnam, there was a time when a lot of Americans just didn't want to go to war for the longest time. The only reason why we intervened in Korea was because of the deaths that happened under Mao's regime during the 80s. Or I think that was the 80s. Might have been the early 70s. I can't remember. But the only reason why people were in support of Korea was because they didn't want to see Korea get destroyed by the communist Chinese.
Yeah.
Which was what was going to happen if we let them run through.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Korea. I don't want to see the Koreans get destroyed by the communist Chinese either.
Neither, yeah, but like there was a lot of anti-war sentiment back then. So the only reason that people were okay with it was because, well, we don't want the Koreans to fucking die because the Chinese are stupid.
And a lot of them weren't okay with it. Fucking Joan Rivers.
Yeah, Joan Rivers. Well, who cares what she thinks?
I'm thinking Joan Rivers, right?
You might be. I don't know who.
I
don't know anything about Joan Rivers. I just know she's kind of an asshole.
I'm trying to think.
By the way,
no,
Joan
I'm
Rivers,
thinking Jane Fonda. I'm thinking Jane Fonda.
I was gonna say Joan Rivers. If you're listening for some reason, I don't like you. Sorry.
Sorry, I got YouTube mixed up.
You probably don't feel too bad.
Very different people.
Well, I'm also just some dude on YouTube. You probably don't care if I don't like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably make a lot more money than we do.
Probably, he says. You work at a daycare, and I work at a ski resort.
I'm a music major?
Yeah, she definitely makes more money.
Yeah.
I know, right?
She's sitting on her pile of money. Why don't the dorks with controllers like me? Oh, I'm sorry, she had plastic surgery. Why don't the dorks with controllers like me?
And then she doesn't crack a smile.
She doesn't even cry. She doesn't have emotion.
They cut out her tear ducts
Yeah.
during the plastic surgery.
cut out her
Actually, that
emotion.
is true.
Wait,
Did they
really?
actually?
Well, I don't
for
know
her?
if they did for her, but I know that was a thing they had to do for plastic surgery when it was first coming out.
Yeah.
Because it was in the way of certain procedures.
I cut out my tear ducts. Purposefully.
You cut out your tears for fear?
No.
That's a good band.
I love Tears for
It's a
Fears.
bad.
But I cut out my
I like
tear
Tears
ducts
for Fears.
specifically for war purposes.
Did you actually?
No.
Well, I know some people that actually.
I know you were in Nom, so.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean I know some people that have actually considered getting their tear ducts surgically removed.
Why? Crying feels great.
I don't know why. I've asked why, and they've never given me a straight answer.
So I don't do it very often, honestly.
Ryan, I don't think anyone can hear you. You're standing on the other
Yeah,
side
I'm
of
gonna
the
pee real
house.
quick.
Ryan's gonna go pee. Put another point on the Ryan pee counter if we have one. If we don't have one, make one.
Is anybody keeping track of it?
I am.
Are you?
I'm always keeping track of that.
On,
I always keep track
on the
of my
channel or just personally?
Listen, I don't have to answer.
You don't, but that makes it more suspicious.
Okay, so that's a conspiracy that you do. You don't have any conspiracies you don't believe in.
Not really. I don't know much about conspiracies. I know very few, and they're all actual proven ones.
Fair enough. I think the moon landing being faked is a conspiracy I don't believe in. I don't believe that we've actually we got footage from the moon because of the Van Allen radiation belt. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just please Google it because I don't know.
Look it up.
Yeah, there's still way too much to explain. Basically, the radiation is too intense for film to be able to pass through the belt, possibly. So the argument that we took pictures on the moon couldn't have happened because the film would have been destroyed by the radiation. However, given that we do have the telemetric data of the Apollo missions, and given that you can actually look at some of the lunar modules on the moon with a telescope, we have for sure been to the moon. But whether or not we actually filmed on the moon and came back with footage, except for the last Apollo mission, which transmitted the footage, that's real. But the first missions, those ones, you couldn't have gotten the film back because of the radiation. And people at NASA and in other space agencies have confirmed that you can't get film past that belt.
So it's confirmed that there's a lie.
It's confirmed. Well, it's confirmed that the footage is fake, but we definitely went to the moon. The footage though is completely fake, and it's amazing that they faked it. But
yeah, why did they? There's no point.
they did it because they needed to show people something so that they could keep getting funding for NASA.
Yeah.
It makes sense why they faked it. It's just shitty that they faked it, and that's why they transmitted the footage from the last couple missions, because people were like, hey, hold on. They started catching on, and they were like, wait a second. Also, interestingly enough, Bill Clinton, in his book about being president, he was talking about seeing the moon landing when he was a kid, and he was talking to some guy in a gas station after the moon landing, and the guy thought that the moon landing was faked, and he said it's because those television folks could fake a lot of what was going on TV. And Bill Clinton, at the time, he thought that guy was an idiot. But then he said, after I became president, I realized that man was actually ahead of his time.
Yeah.
So I think maybe Bill Clinton was trying to tell people, hey, yeah, the footage was not real.
Wow.
That being said, I don't like Bill Clinton, but
Yeah,
Really?
I'm not a...
Still a cool segment
God,
from
I
this
don't
book.
either, dude.
Why not?
he's kind of a rapist.
Not
Fair
kind
enough.
of?
I mean, she said yes, but he also used his power to make her say yes.
And
And not just her, other people too.
Mhm.
He used his position as president to get people to do sexual favors for him, which is rape.
Yeah.
By
that's
the
fair.
definition of rape, that is rape.
I also don't like his politics. personally.
Some of his politics are okay. I don't mind all of them, but mostly I just don't like his personality. It's kind of a shitty person. It's the same reason I don't like Donald Trump that much. Like Donald Trump's politics, some of them are okay, some of them are bad. And by the way, if you think because I like a couple of things Donald Trump says, I'm a racist or whatever, you're stupid and get off the channel. I think that people have good views and bad views, and I think to discount somebody because they have a couple bad views is stupid. But I don't really.
Unless your bad view is that you don't like this channel, in which case get off.
No, you can
No,
you can
I'm
think
joking.
we're bad. I don't care. But
I'm joking. I don't give a shit.
yeah. But what I mean is like, I don't like Donald Trump because I think he's a self-entitled narcissist, and I don't think that person should be our leader because America's already known as a narcissistic country, and I'm tired of the world thinking that we're just a bunch of assholes, when in reality most Americans are actually quite calm and collected people. And I'm also tired of electing celebrities. I'm tired of politicians being celebrities, and I want politicians to just be normal people. I'm tired of the bullshit. And Donald Trump just kind of makes a different kind of bullshit as compared to normal, but it's still bullshit, and I don't like that. That being said, Donald Trump, if you're watching, I don't hate you. I don't think you should be president, and I don't like you that much.
Yeah, sponsor us.
Sponsor us. I'd appreciate it.
We get an email from Donald Trump
Hey, dude, if Donald Trump sponsors us, I'll still say that I don't like him that much, but
I'll say it nicely.
But I will at least say his name and get paid.
I'll at least say his name and get some money and say, hey, vote for him. Donald Trump 2020.
Fuck yeah.
That being said, if the same people who ran in 2016, I am more likely to vote for Donald Trump than them.
Yeah.
What if Ben Shapiro goes through his word and runs for 2020?
If Ben Shapiro ran, I'd probably vote for him.
I would too.
I like Ben Shapiro. I think he's very smart. I think he's got pretty good politics. I don't agree with everything he says. Some of the things he says I think are pretty incorrect, but I like his policies on human rights, and I like his policies on. I just like how he's logical. Like he doesn't make shit up. He
doesn't conform with the bullshit.
Right, and he has his own opinion. He's not saying what's popular. He's saying what he believes, and I really admire that.
I personally don't know enough about Ben Shapiro to
He's pretty
give
good.
any opinion.
He's pretty good. You should check him out.
Definitely check him out.
Yeah,
man.
he's a pretty good politician. He's a lawyer. He's very well educated. He's a very intelligent man.
Okay.
His whole basis for his political beliefs are: is it logical? Does it hold up to evidence? Is there evidence for it? And if so, why don't you believe, or why should you believe the opposite if there's more evidence to? Oh, sorry, I'm in the middle again. Oh well, I fucked up. But basically, his belief is if you can't logically prove me wrong, then
I'm right.
Then I'm not wrong. Yeah. And his whole saying like facts don't care about your feelings, because he hates the whole identitarian left and how they're like, oh, that hurts my feelings. You shouldn't say that. You're
wrong because you're mean.
I should censor you because you hurt my feelings. Like he is so, and that's what I mostly like is that he's outspoken about political correctness and why it's a piece of shit.
I am so about that.
Yeah, you'd probably like Ben Shapiro.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, Ryan, knowing you and knowing your politics are very similar to mine, you'd like Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Ryan, me and Zach are pretty similar politically, but me and Ryan have almost the same political view.
We have strikingly similar political views. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you'd like him. And anyone who doesn't like Ben Shapiro, actually listen to him. Don't just discount him because he doesn't like trans people. No, he doesn't care about trans people.
Yeah, he just doesn't want people.
He doesn't want trans people to take your right to say what you want, even if they don't like it.
All I wanted to hear was that he didn't care.
Well, it's not that he hates trans people. He doesn't mind trans people. He just says, hey, look, you don't get to tell people what they can and can't say.
Yeah, same with Jordan Peterson and that whole thing.
Oh yeah, I love Jordan Peterson. He's one of my favorite people. I've just started reading one of his books.
Really?
Really?
Maps of Meaning, his first one.
Nice.
And then I have, right after that, I'm going to finish up 12 Rules for Life. I've already read some of 12 Rules for Life. I read it on a plane.
I've wanted to read 12 Rules of Life.
You can read it when I'm finished with it.
I'd love to.
I own both of them.
Nice.
And you can find them at Barnes & Noble. And for anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, go check them out. They're really cool guys.
Go read a book.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by them or their books or anything.
I lost before Ryan.
We only support them personally.
So you know it's bad.
And to be fair, these are both, a lot of people consider these right-wing politicians. Jordan Peterson is not a politician. He is a professor of psychology in Canada. And, he has what you would consider right-wing views if you were extremely left.
Yeah.
So anyway, he's not...
So they're relatively moderate.
He's more left-wing than Ben Shapiro, and Ben Shapiro is barely right-wing.
Interesting.
And what I hate about all these people interviewing Jordan Peterson, because I keep seeing a bunch of stuff where they interview Jordan Peterson,
I love listening to them flop on their interviews.
Right. Well, no, I love how they're like, what's your ulterior motive for trans people? And he's like, there isn't one. I just don't want people to tell me what I can and can't say.
Right.
That's it.
And Jordan Peterson, he was like, I've had trans students, and I call them by their pronoun because I'm polite, but they shouldn't force me to call them by their pronoun.
Yeah, he's like, I just don't want the law telling me how to speak.
Right. He's like, I just want freedom of speech. That's it. And that ultimately...
Did that bill go through, by the way?
Yeah, it did. Sadly.
Oh, shit.
Bill C-16 did go through. Or at least as far as I know, it did go through.
So wait, in Canada, you can't...
In Canada, if you do not call someone by their preferred pronouns, you can go to jail for a speech crime.
Oh
Holy
my
shit.
fucking
God.
are you being serious?
They have speech crime in Canada. Or you can go to jail for saying something bad about black people in Canada. You can go to jail. It's called, like, we have hate crimes in the U.S., and that's for when you, like, you know, beat somebody up for their race or don't serve them for their race or something. But in Canada, it's a whole different story. You can get beaten up. You can go to, or not beaten up. You can go to jail.
I mean, you can.
You can go to jail just for saying something bad about somebody.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, the United States has pretty good laws. I mean, duh, we came up with freedom of speech, but, like, Canada has it pretty bad. And in the UK, the UK has the same laws.
Oh
Really?
yeah, I've been hating the laws that the UK have been doing.
That's
recently.
why. That's why the UK tried to get the Brexit thing going so that they could separate from the EU and actually like change their own laws.
You want to know one of the first things they did? Ban memes.
Sadly.
Wait, really? They banned?
Yeah,
Sadly.
that's a real thing.
Oh yeah, you're not allowed to have. You're not allowed to. Actually, the United States, technically in the United States, if you are a fan of memes, you're considered a terrorist under the Patriot Act.
Wait,
What?
really?
Under the Patriot Act, if you circulate information on social media, which includes memes, you could be labeled a terrorist if the United States decided to label you as one.
So everybody's a terrorist.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Everyone's a terrorist.
yeah, that happened because of what Obama signed back in 2012. The whole, I think it's the NCAA or the NDA. I don't remember.
The NBA.
The NDA.
The National
NBA.
Basketball
The
League.
NDA. Basically, it makes it so that the United States government can just decide you're a terrorist and hold you without a trial and just put you in jail.
What?
Good.
Yeah, no, that happened back in 2012. And that's why, after that happened, like, because I used to be in support of Obama, but after that happened, I was like, oh shit, no, I hate this man. Because he thinks it's okay for the government to just decide that people are terrorists without an investigation and hold them against their will.
Wow.
That's fucking retarded.
Which is why when the whole, what's that guy's name? WikiLeaks guy, what's his face? He had to flee.
Snowden.
Snowden. He had to flee the country because he would have been
well.
detained without trial, and he would have been executed actually, because he was labeled a terrorist.
That didn't happen because of the Snowden Act or the Snowden.
It happened
leaks.
right. It happened around the same time.
It happened
so
right before.
It happened like either before or after. So you know, who knows if that was a reaction to
Wow, if that was a
WikiLeaks.
reaction.
What is the Snowden leaks?
So back in the day, yeah, Zach's
Big
only just
deal.
now started getting political, but I've been political for
Yeah, sorry, folks.
most of my life, at least since I was 14 or 13. Basically, this guy, he went on Wikipedia and he leaked a lot of government documents. He's actually the reason partially why we know that 9/11 was an inside job.
Edward Snowden.
Edward Snowden leaked all these documents, just telling awful shit about the government, like what they're doing in the Middle East and like what's going on and what we're really there for, and like just a lot of really bad shit. And he has more too. And he threatened the United States government and said, "Look, if you kill me or if you detain me or if you do anything to me, I have an encrypted file on a server somewhere where if you do anything to me and I don't type in the password for that thing a certain number of times a week, all the documents I have will be leaked." And he has thousands of them, and he's leaked thousands of them too. So we know a lot of shit about the government, and every time they make a move against him, he leaks something else, and he says, "I can keep going. I can leak
Is this
worse
still going?
things." Yes.
Wow.
To this day, he still leaks things, and like I don't think he's so much on the run as he used to be, but he was actually in England. He took shelter in England for a while in an embassy. I can't remember which. I think it was the Ecuadorian embassy, but he had to hide in a certain embassy because no one would protect him, and everyone was trying to ship him back to the United States, whatever that's called, extradite him.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's still like WikiLeaks is still ongoing. Anonymous has helped him quite a bit in storing the files that he has, and some Anonymous members actually have some of the files and are willing to leak them as well if anything happens to him.
Has anything happened to him so far?
So far, no. So far, he's still alive.
They
But
can't
tried to
touch him.
They tried to arrest him for rape, which never happened because. So in Sweden, they have some weird sex laws, and one of their laws is they have this thing called surprise sex, where
What?
if you it's when you have sex with somebody who thinks that you're wearing a condom, even if you're not. So if you're not wearing a condom, you're guilty of what's called surprise sex, unless you like show them that you are not wearing a condom.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's a really weird law. Yeah, it's an
I
ancient.
mean-
It's like an old law though. It's not. It's,
I can understand why it's in place because that is something that
yeah, I
people
can
did
understand
do.
how it could exist, and I can understand why it's there.
It's weird.
But it's a strange law, to be sure. But anyway, this guy got accused of it from this woman, but then they found DNA in the condom that did not match his.
Huh.
He was wearing a condom, but then supposedly he took it off. But then when they found the condom in question and they like swabbed it, There wasn't even evidence that he was wearing it, and the lady was later found out to have been lying when she like admitted to framing him.
Because guess what? She
was told by like government agents to lie, and to accuse him of a crime he didn't commit.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, so that they could extradite him because he was hiding out in Sweden for a while because Sweden's neutral, or Switzerland, or whichever one's neutral. I think it's Switzerland, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think.
Pretty sure it's Switzerland. I get those two confused a lot, but they are like
I do too.
they're next to each other and they have similar laws and they have similar beliefs and stuff. So, Sweden, I'm sorry if anyone's from Sweden and they're offended. I honestly am sorry for confusing your countries. And Switzerland, same thing. Actually, you know what? Fuck Switzerland.
Just be glad you're not French.
Whichever one of you did not help us during World War II, go fuck yourself, dude.
That was
Switzerland.
That was
Switzerland.
Was it Sweden? Fuck you, Sweden.
I think that was Sweden.
Fuck you, Sweden.
Well,
You let a Nazi try to rule the world. Fuck you.
Well, I mean,
No, they didn't know any better. Yeah, that's fair. Never mind. Don't worry about it, Sweden. You get a pass once.
just be glad they're not French. That's all I'm saying.
You know, you're right.
I know.
And if I'm offending anyone who's French, go fuck yourself.
Good. That
you're
was
French. Go fuck yourself.
You know what? Watch some YouTubers in your garbage country.
Honestly, I think that might be a certain goal in my life, is to offend as many French people as possible.
You go to France and you're just like, fuck all of you.
You can get shot by hiling in France.
Yes, you can get shot in most places in Europe for hiling.
Yeah, it's pretty
And
funny.
for even saying that you like the Nazis, or even just joking about it. In Germany, it's illegal to draw a swastika or have a swastika, like, anywhere.
Yeah, because they're fucking ashamed.
Yeah, I would be too.
Yeah.
Actually, I am German, but my ancestors left long before that happened.
Yeah. Was that 4 topics?
Yeah, I feel like it was way more than 4.
Yeah.
Ryan, we didn't get to ask you about conspiracy theories.
Oh.
What's one conspiracy theory you believe in and what's one that you think is bullshit?
God.
It's a good conspiracy theory.
I think I might have convinced
God
him about
for
9/11.
both.
God? God's not a conspiracy
no,
theory,
no.
dude.
That's what you think.
No, he's not.
So, I don't know enough about multiple conspiracy theories for them to be true. Especially since, like, the JFK thing's just not a fucking conspiracy theory.
What do you mean?
There were 2 shooters.
There were 2 shooters.
Yeah.
But the government tells you there's one.
Oh,
The official
there we go.
story.
That's the one I know is fucking true because I know how bullets work, and I'm not
Anyone who knows how bullets work knows that's
anyone who knows how.
Oh,
Here,
also,
I'm gonna drop this controller.
Everyone in Texas that was there says there were 2 shooters. Everyone. Even his wife says there were 2 shooters. Even his guards say there were 2 shooters. Even the people in the fucking parade said there were 2 shooters. Even if you look at the footage and listen to the shots, you can hear 2 different shots.
Yeah.
There were 2 shooters.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
So, yeah. Okay. So that's one you believe in. What's one?
That's one that I know is true. One that I would like to be true. Oh God.
That you don't believe in.
One that I don't believe in.
It's one that you don't believe in, but that would you like to be true. If you have one. If you don't, just then what's one you don't believe in?
God. One that I don't believe in.
I mean, I
don't know enough about a lot of.
Mine's lizard people. I don't believe in lizard people.
I would consider that cryptid.
Why do people can believe?
No,
in
Alex
people?
Jones. Alex Jones perpetuated this whole lizard people thing. I think Alex Jones, because I've actually watched his show quite a bit. I think when he's talking about that, he's talking about like unfeeling politicians.
Yeah, that's
I don't think.
I think it's a figurative term but he talks about it like it's literal. So I think Alex Jones is being facetious and everyone else is interpreting him.
That's absolutely what's going on.
I mean, maybe.
That's a real conspiracy theory?
Yeah,
people are that dumb?
No, people actually believe in lizard men from another dimension.
What are you fucking retarded? If you believe in lizard people from an actual dimension, first of all, I want you to contact me. Fly to Alaska so I can slap you personally.
Please contact me. I have information that would lead to the arrest of Hillary Clinton.
And we can't upload this episode.
No, we can't. By the way, Hillary Clinton. By the way, shout out to Hillary Clinton. I do not. Don't kill me like you did all the other people who do have information on you. And if you don't think other people have, if you look,
oh my God,
look at all of the people who have ever tried to outspeak about the Clintons. They all end up killing themselves or getting in car accidents or suddenly not wanting to talk about it and then dying later by suicide or car accident or boat accident. Yeah.
Wow.
Everyone who ever tries to outspeak about the Clintons dies.
Yep.
Every time.
Holy shit.
It's bad. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I guess we're all gonna die soon.
You should learn about Benghazi.
Oh yeah, Benghazi.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Well, anyways, season 2.
Talked a lot about.
Let's go.
Yeah, if you don't like season 2 now. By the way, so if you haven't noticed, season 2 episodes are way longer, and at some point I'm going to put in the description a link to where you can download these. So
Yeah,
you don't have to
podcast.
just put them on YouTube and watch the video. Excuse me, watch the video. You can also download us and take us on the go and listen to us on the bus or at work or wherever you want to listen to podcasts.
Jerk off. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. I don't know, but
I mean,
we're probably
I would
so
imagine so
we're
people
probably
do.
either going to
hope
put the
so.
podcast on Podbean or iTunes, maybe Google Play if I can swing it. I'm researching different podcasting.
We should try
places.
to get it on Spotify too.
I want to try and get it on Spotify. The only problem is Spotify puts in ads but won't pay people. So they're making money off of your stuff, but you don't get to make any money off of them.
Lame. Why?
So
Spotify?
if I can make a deal with Spotify and get some money from them, I'll try. But this podcast will most likely be on Podbean, most likely on iTunes or Google Play or
iTunes.
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 For the autists out there.
For the
So anyway,
fucking
if we don't have it in the description for this episode, we'll probably have it in the next one. And as always, you can get our content here, fresh and tasty every day. Well, not every day, but
Every other
most
day.
most days.
And this time
Be
you can
checking
actually
out
do
iTunes for us.
Definitely. All right,
We
everyone.
all know who you
Also,
are.
did you want to explain kind of the new format?
Oh yeah. So, what's the new format? Oh, like how
Well,
long
it's
the videos
obviously it's
are?
going to be more topical.
We're gonna
and
have
it's
more
not going to
topics.
just be Zach and Lee.
Yeah, it's not. As Ryan's going to be in some more episodes.
Yeah, they're kicking me off.
No, you're gonna be Zach and Ryan are gonna be in the majority of the episodes, but I'm gonna try and have some other guests. I'm gonna try and have some other YouTubers
Yeah.
from Alaska at least, or if somebody wants to fly up here, we're more than welcome to feature them. We'll try to have more artists and local people on the podcast, and just more of our friends too, and just and if you're ever in Alaska
Just
and
come play
you're a
some
fan of the
Tetris.
channel, just hit us
Contact
up.
us,
Yeah, hit us
yeah.
up at dorkswithcontrollers@gmail.com, and we'll try to get you on the podcast or on a show, and just
Find us at Arctic Comic Con. We're gonna be there. May
whenever
4th
it is.
and 5th.
It's May 4th and 5th?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we'll be at
those
Arctic
days.
Comic Con. If you guys are going, awesome. Stop by our booth, buy our stuff, say hello. We'll take pictures with you. We'll also give you shout outs on the channel if you leave us your YouTube or Twitter IDs.
Yeah, we love
Yeah,
supporting
man.
local. We love
Or
supporting
Instagrams.
local
Fuck it.
people.
Fuck it, yeah.
If you give
Who
us some
cares?
kind of ID, we'll shout you out.
Yeah, we're whores. Who cares?
Yeah, man. And hope everyone's having a great day, and I hope you enjoyed our podcast.
We
Yeah.
went all over the place today.
We did,
was
and
fun.
it's nice.
It's
You
fun.
really right.
I think it's better to have a long podcast because you actually get to have more of a conversation because it
Yeah.
starts picking up around the half-hour mark.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Well,
Yeah, that was fun.
All
Later,
right,
guys.
later, man.
Catch you later, guys. Love you.
Adios.
Except for you, Clinton.